home game of the season. It's Mule Riders, Crimson Storm, up next on SNUathletics.com.
Hits this one hard out to left center. Carrying out deep, could it be? It is gone.
And Jacobs with the punishing kill.
A two-run shot that ties the game.
Hyatt hits it over, and she's going to have a kill. Over to Boyd, inside to Gaddis. Spin move, puts it up, takes the foul, and knocks it down. Quan Connor takes the three, puts it up,
Hello,
knocks
ladies
it
and
down.
gentlemen. Welcome to SNU football field in Bethany, Oklahoma for tonight's GAC matchup between the SNU Crimson Storm and the Mule Riders of Southern Arkansas. I'm John Hale. Alongside me is my partner, Antoine Williams. And on our sideline tonight is Connor McKenzie. Antoine, how do you feel today?
I feel good. It's a great afternoon for some Crimson Storm football. It should be a good matchup tonight. The Crimson Storm, like you said, they're looking for their first win of the season, and it should be a great one tonight.
The Crimson Storm are coming off a 41-7 loss at home to Southeastern Oklahoma State, where SNU got on the board first with an opening drive. The Crimson Storm put together a 7-play, 58-yard drive after Damian Willis returned the opening kickoff 40 yards out to the SNU 42. Terrence Olds then had a 48 yards in the drive on 4 carries before punching it in on the Southeastern 3-yard line, and SNU took a 7-0 lead. But that was it for Crimson Storm, though, as Southeastern scored 41 straight unanswered points. Southern Arkansas, on the other hand, is also coming off a loss, 44-21 to Arkansas Tech, who is currently at the head of the GAC. The Mule Riders had cut it to 31-21 with 8:32 left in the third quarter, but the Wonder Boys tacked on 2 more scores to close out the game. Barrett Renner threw for 176 yards and 3 touchdowns, while DeAndre Jenkins ran for 92 yards and Renner ran 80 yards himself. Antoine, would you like to talk about the series a little bit between these two teams?
Yes, it's definitely been a great series between these two. Southern Nazarene has not fared well against Southern Arkansas in the young series. The Mule Riders have outscored the Crimson Storm on average 58-12 over the last 3 meetings. SAU won the inaugural contest 47-14 in Magnolia before it came into Bethany in 2013 and picked up a 66-17 victory. Last year, the Storm took a 62-7 loss at SAU. The Mule Riders totaled 605 yards with 250 coming through the air and 335 on the ground. C. Blakeshire had 187 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, while DeAndre Jenkins and Deion Williams each went over 100 yards rushing. Jenkins had 129 yards and 2 touchdowns, while Williams had 108 yards and a touchdown.
SNU is 0-4 on the season, and SAU is 2-2 on the season. As it shows, SNU has had a lot of trouble moving the ball up and down the field. However, their defense is really putting up fights in the games. Today, for a little bit of fun fact, on this date, the only game Southern Nazarene played on October 3rd came back in the 2009 season when the Crimson Storm picked up a 50-29 win at home over Bacone. Moving up now is James Morrow. James Morrow is now 6th all-time in school history in passing yards. The junior has 1,730 passing yards in his career and needs 32 more yards to pass Jared Graham, 2000 to 2001, for 5th all-time. He is also 8th all-time in passing touchdowns with 9. He needs 2 more to catch Andrew Lynn, also 2001-2002, and Robbie Brosius, 2000 to 2002, for 6th. Would you like to talk about Jonathan Martin today, Antoine?
Jonathan Martin stands 2nd all-time in school history with 1,040 yards and kick returns. Martin has 71 career returns. He needs 113 yards to catch Gabe John, who had 1,153 yards in kick returns on 52 returns.
We'll be right back after a quick break. You're watching SNU football at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene Athletics at SNUathletics.com. We're going to send it now to Michael Westbrook with last week's GAC Rewind, and we'll get a recap on each team.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Great American Conference Football Show. With a look back at last week and a preview of this week, here's your host, Michael Westbrook.
In Week 4, East Central defeated Oklahoma Baptist 41-20 in front of 4,600 plus in attendance in Shawnee. Up by only 6 with 5:27 left in the third, the Tigers needed more.
Moore back to pass, looking, going to lob it into the end zone. Moore has got it, touchdown, Tigers. David Moore, touchdown number 7 on this season. And the Moore-to-Moore combo is back.
Mike Mattis on the Tigers Sports Network. East Central, now 3-1, has scored 110 points in the last 2 weeks. Henderson State shut out Southwestern in front of a crowd of 5,300 in Arkadelphia, 33-0. Jaquan Cole started the Reddies scoring in the second.
Donald down to the left side, moves to his right. He'll block again. Cole with the carry over the middle. Lots of room past the 35, first down. Twist past the 40, and he's gone to the 45-40, inside the hash marks, to the 20, to the left side line of the 10, and Cole takes it for the Ready touchdown.
Phil Elson on the Henderson State Radio Network. The Reddies' Gary Vines was named Defensive Player of the Week, and kicker Houston Ray made 4 field goals to be named Special Teams Player of the Week. Harding defeated Arkansas Monticello 47-21. Park Parrish was named Co-Offensive Player of the Week, rushing for 50 yards and 4 scores, but also completing 6 passes, one of which went for a touchdown.
Park Parrish going deep, right sideline, complete at the 25, 20, 10, touchdown Harding. Eric Kelly from Park Parrish, 47 yards, and the Bisons lead 39-14.
Billy Morgan on the Harding Sports Network. The Bisons now at 4-0. Southeastern won 41-7 against Southern Nazarene. The Savage Storm ran for a school record of 421 rushing yards. Ronnie Green, a big part of that, with his second quarter score.
Second down and 15 here. Clock stopped with 11:36 to play. Palat playing it safe, handoff Ronnie Green, big hole, 50, 45 as Southern Nass territory, 30, 20, cutting it back toward the inside 10, 5, touchdown. And big news, no flag.
Jay Lindley on the Southeastern Sports Network. Green also rushed for a career-high 143 yards. A crowd of 5,500 in Russellville saw Arkansas Tech win 41-21 over Southern Arkansas. Quarterback Arsenio Favor was named Co-Offensive Player of the Week, throwing for 224 yards and a touchdown, but rushing for 4 touchdowns, including this one in the third quarter.
Favor wants to go quickly. Has Stringer with him in the backfield. He will fake it to Stringer, rolls right, Favor has running room, 10, 5, touchdown, Arkansas Tech, Arsenio Favor around right end, again, too quick for the Mule Riders.
Sam Straisner on the call. Favors 4 rushing touchdowns, the most by a Wonder Boy quarterback since the 07 season. Ouachita Baptist won 55-13 over Northwestern. The Tigers totaled 566 yards of offense. With the game in hand, Chris Oliver took a one-play drive to the promised land for 6.
Coming out of the pistol, Oliver's got running room, he may go, 35, 30, 25, 20, here we go, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Milk, Honey, touchdown.
Rex Nelson on the Ouachita Football Network. This week, Harding at Ouachita. Arkansas Monticello at Oklahoma Baptist. Southern Nazarene hosts Southern Arkansas. Southeastern at home against Southwestern. Arkansas Tech at Henderson, and Northwestern at East Central. I'm Michael Westbrook. This has been the GAC Rewind. Join us again next week on this station and online at GreatAmericanConference.com.
GreatAmericanConference.com is your home for scores, stats, and standings. For additional information, follow on Twitter at GAC Athletics. This has been an exclusive presentation of the Great American Conference.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. We're going to send it now down to our sideline reporter, Connor McKenzie. Connor, how's the weather down there? Because up here in the booth, it is amazing.
Oh, my gosh. It is absolutely beautiful out here. Families coming out, tailgate parties, a nice inflatable for kids to hang out with. It's just clear, open skies. The sun is shining. The wind is blowing. It is a great day for SNU football.
No doubt about that, Mr. McKenzie. It is a beautiful day for football today. Our high is going to be 70, and the wind is going to be just over 10 miles an hour. So right now we're going to go to our GAC standings. The conference is currently topped by Arkansas Tech and Harding. being brought up by East Central, Henderson State, and Ouachita with a 3-1 record. Behind them comes Southeastern Oklahoma State University, Southwestern Oklahoma State University, and SNU's opponent for today, Southern Arkansas, at 2-2. Northwestern Oklahoma State is the lone team with a 1-3 record, and we got 3 teams bringing up the rear with 0-4 records: Arkansas Monticello, Oklahoma Baptist, and your own Crimson Storm. Today we have all our GAC games are in action. Harding and Ouachita Baptist are currently locked in a hard-fought game right now. Harding currently has the ball and is leading 21-17 in the fourth quarter with 9:27 left. Antoine, how do you think that one's going to end up?
I think Harding's going to close this one out. You know, Harding 4-0 in the conference. They've looked good all year. They have the lead with the ball. I feel like they're going to burn the clock and end this one and take another victory home.
Now, I'm not going to make a prediction on this one, but I am going to say this. I believe that whoever has the ball last is going to end up winning this one. What about you, Mr. McKenzie?
I believe Harding is going to hang on to the ball here. They're on the road down in a hostile environment in Ouachita Baptist football stadium. I believe they're going to hold on to the football and just milk the clock.
Good pick. We currently have another game going on that is just starting, just about now. Arkansas Monticello and Oklahoma Baptist are at Oklahoma Baptist today, and they are just starting. It's barely 0-0. And what do you think about that one? We'll go ahead and make a prediction for that one.
I think that's going to be a good game. One of these teams are going to come out with a win today. They're both 0-4 in the conference, so somebody's going to pick up their first victory today. I'm just going to go ahead and put my money on Arkansas Monticello. I think they're going to pull out the victory.
Mr. McKenzie?
I'm going to have to go with Oklahoma Baptist on this one. They're playing at home. They're 0-4. They're tired of losing. They're going to get it done today with the passing game. They're going to come out and win 28-24.
For me, it's all about league experience, and that's where I think Monticello has the advantage. I think that they're going to come in and beat newcomer Oklahoma Baptist. And with that, we're going to go to our games that will take place a little bit later. Southwestern Oklahoma State and Southeastern Oklahoma State and Arkansas Tech and Henderson State all start at 2 p.m. today along with our game here. Let's go ahead and start with Southwestern OSU and Southeastern OSU. How do you see that one playing out, Antoine?
After watching Southeastern Oklahoma last week, I think I'm going to take Southeastern Oklahoma. That passing game and that rushing game, it's going to be a great battle. Both these teams are 2-2. They're at 500. They're both hungry to win. But like I said, I'm just going to have to take Southeastern Oklahoma State in this one.
Connor?
It's a tough battle. Southeastern Oklahoma State really came out with that rushing game, but we got pressure on the quarterback, made him make some bad throws the other week. So I think Southwestern, if they can get pressure on them, they can win this ball game and create some turnovers and go score some points. So I'm going to go with Southwestern this week.
Seeing as I saw Southeastern Oklahoma take on SNU last week, I know exactly what their offense is capable of. They may come out a little bit slow, but I think that their offense is just too well-based, and their quarterback is going to have a great game today. I think that they just squeak out a win, just barely. Let's go to our next game now. Arkansas Tech at Henderson State. That's going on also at 2 o'clock today. Antoine, this is a great game. How do you see this one going out?
Like you said, this is going to be a great game. Arkansas Tech, they're 4-0 on the year. Henderson State, they're 3-1. So I think this is going to be a pretty even matchup. But like I stated last week, Arkansas Tech and Arsenio Favor, he's playing well right now, and he's definitely getting them over the top with that offense and that arm of his. So I'm going to go with Arkansas Tech on this one. They're going to go 5-0 today.
Mr. McKenzie?
I'm going to have to agree with Antoine that Arkansas Tech will get it done. Arsenio Favor is just on fire. But don't forget that three-headed monster running back they got there. They're just running over people this year. I think they're going to go 5-0, win 35-21.
Wow, Mr. McKenzie, you're being really specific today. This is actually going to be my upset special. It's at home. Henderson State is hearing all about Arkansas Tech. I think that Arkansas Tech is going to fall to Henderson State today. And finally, it's our last game today. Northwestern Oklahoma State is traveling to Ada to take on East Central today at 6 p.m. Antoine, what about this one?
I'm gonna go with. I know this may sound cliche, but I'm gonna go with the top dog. I I think East Central is gonna get the victory, get it taken care of. Northwestern, they haven't looked impressive all year. East Central, they're coming in at 3-1, so I'm gonna go with the top dog, East Central. They're gonna pick up this victory today.
Mr. McKenzie?
I'm going to go with my partner Antoine and go with East Central all day. They are one rough school to kind of get by in football. They just eat at you every single play of the game. They go hard. East Central over Northwestern.
And this will be our last pick of the day. I'm going to have to go ahead and go with East Central as well. There's no doubt that they're a superior football team. Southwestern's just having a tough year so far, so East Central is going to take down Southwestern. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Southern Nazarene football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. We're getting set here for the GAC matchup between Southern Nazarene University and Southern Arkansas University. At this moment, we're going to take it back down to Connor McKenzie, who's going to go over our sports for the past weekend here at Southern Nazarene. Connor, give us our rundown for the week.
Thank you, John. It was a good week here for SNU Athletics. The women's volleyball team went on the road at home at Northwestern Oklahoma State. Swept them 3-0. It was a great game. Went on the road to East Central University, and they won 3-2 after starting out 2-0. Women's soccer won 4-0 against Oklahoma Baptist, and then they kind of hit a little turn and went 3-0 against East Central. Men's golf has a tournament coming up October 12th to the 13th in Newman Invitational in Kansas, so be on the watch for that. Women's golf is the next tournament October 5th and 6th at the UCO Fall Classic at Lincoln Park in GC in Oklahoma City. And men's soccer won Thursday 4-2 against Oklahoma Baptist, moved to 2-1 the GAC, but they lost just last night 5-1 in a non-conference game against Newman. So hopefully they hope to bounce back Tuesday and play Dallas Baptist at home October 10th against Northeastern State. So be on the watch for that.
Thank you, Connor. Hey, would you mind talking about the atmosphere? What are you seeing? What are you seeing down there? And also talk about the injuries between our teams.
Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful down here. So I said earlier, it's just clear skies, nice little breeze coming through. Families out here tailgating, having a good time, ready to watch some football. There have been a bit of the injury bug for SNU here. They had about 30 players go down these last couple weeks. One of the key players being one of their wide receivers, Derek Gillis, a sophomore transfer here. He had a fractured right ankle, but he should be good to go for next week. Also, their backup quarterback, Zach Fisher and Alec LaFoon, out with their own separate injuries. So it's just a little bit of the injury bug for the couple games early in the season, but they hope to get him back on the field real soon.
Thank you. One player also who was a big force close in the beginning. He orchestrated that scoring drive last week against Southeastern. Terrence Olds for Southern Nazarene, our running back. He played that first quarter, but he did not play at all the rest of the game, and that was because he had a shoulder injury that was bugging him. After talking to some players, it seems that he is finally back. How do you think that helps SNU, Antoine?
I definitely think that's going to be a big help for them. He was very great in that rushing attack on that first drive last week, and I definitely think that's a key part of the offense for them. So it's great to have him back. So it should be a good day for the offense today.
Terrence Olds in any capacity is going to help SNU today against a very powerful defense. We're going to take another break at this time. We'll be right back. You're watching Southern Nazarene football at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene Athletics at SNUathletics.com. We're going to send it off to Antoine Williams, who's going to be talking about some matchups today in today's key GAC game. Antoine?
Southern Arkansas leads the series 3-0. Southern Arkansas comes into this game ranked 4th in the GAC in the rushing offense with 207. Also, that ranks them 46th in the NCAA. They also come in first in passing offense in the GAC and 19th in the NCAA. Total offense, they're ranked first in the GAC with 519, and that also ranks them 13th in the NCAA. As well as their rushing defense, they're giving up 244 yards, and that ranks them 11th in the GAC and 154th in the NCAA. Their passing defense is ranked 3rd in the GAC. They're only giving up about 177 yards, and that ranks them 37th in the NCAA. And on total defense, they're ranked 7th in the GAC, giving up about 420 yards a game, and that ranks them 120th in the NCAA. The Crimson Storm come in ranked 11th in the GAC in rushing offense, averaging about 64 yards a game, and that places them 156th in the NCAA. Passing offense is ranked 12th in the GAC. They're averaging about 92 yards per game, and that's ranked 164th overall in the NCAA. Total offense ranked 12th in the GAC, averaging about 150 yards per game. And on defense, their rushing defense, man, they definitely need some work on the rushing defense, but they're ranked 12th in the GAC, giving about 370 rushing yards a game. Ranks 169th in the NCAA. Passing defense, 179 yards per game. That's ranked 4th in the GAC and ranked 40th in the NCAA. And on total defense, they're giving up about 550 yards per game. Ranked 12th in the GAC and ranked 166th in the NCAA. So I'm going to take it back over to my partner, and he's going to give us some key matchups today.
Well, you were saying, Antoine, about the ranks with defense and offense. Southern Nazarene has not been able to move the ball very well this year on offense. However, that might change today. While Southern Arkansas's offense passing is clearly superior, ranking 1st in the conference, their rush defense is 2nd to last. So if Southern Nazarene wants to stay in this game, they need to pound the ball with those impressive running backs that they have. If there's any game for SNU's line to have a coming out party, it's today. What do you think, Connor?
Yeah, I think they just got to come out firing today. They got to get that running game going with Terrence Olds in the backfield today. I think he's got to impose his will, going between the tackles and running some people over.
I'm going to talk about some players that on the Crimson Storm that we are going to watch out for today. Jonathan Martin and James Morrow are going to be your key connection today for the Crimson Storm. Jonathan Martin is one impressive receiver, and James Morrow is our better quarterback. Also on the slot receiver, we have Eldon Coleman Jr., who's also a really good receiver for the Crimson Storm. Also, another person you might want to look out on offense, Ian Jones. He's a freshman from Cushing, Oklahoma, who has had a limited presence in each game. This may be a game where he may explode, so you might just want to look out for Mr. Jones. And we've been talking about him all day so far. Terrence Olds. He's another person that you might want to watch out for. We're not sure how much he's going to play today because of his injury, but if he's able to play more than a quarter like he was last week, if he's able to stay on the field, that is huge for SNU.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Antoine?
I agree. I definitely agree. If he's able to stay on the field for SNU, that's going to be huge for them. SNU has to get Jonathan Martin involved early, as well as Terrence Olds. Last week they started off the drive really well by getting Terrence Olds the ball quick and early, and he was able to monster that offense down the field and get a quick score for them. So I definitely think if they can get those two involved early, it could be a good day for them.
Well, if we're going to talk about SNU's offense, we're going to talk about Southern Arkansas's defense, and their defensive line is stacked. First we got Devondrick Lyson. He is 6'3", 215 pounds, and a freshman from Arkansas City, Arkansas. He is a beast on the defensive line. He has been able to cause fumbles and disrupt passing games and disrupt the running game. He is just going to cause a lot of problems for SNU. But if they can shut down Mr. Lyson, we may be seeing a different kind of game today. Connor?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that with their threats on offense. I think Connor Bent and Larry Butler are going to have their hands full on defense today. They've been all over the place this season. And don't ever count out Blake Giles as well. That linebacking crew is just unstoppable when it comes to stopping the run. And defending the pass is going to be an interesting view today.
It is going to be interesting today. On SNU's defense, Blake Giles, Connor Bent, and Jordan Harding. Those three are the key aspects of Southern Nazarene's defense, and they are going to have to come up big today to stop that powerful passing attack from Southern Arkansas. Connor Bent is the anchor that holds this defense together, and they're going to need him now more than ever. What do you think, Antoine?
I agree exactly with what you just said. All three of those guys are some key players. They're going to have to anchor this defense. But not only that, they're getting a key returner back, Larry Butler III. He was injured last week and didn't play, but he is in the lineup for today. He's definitely going to be a key addition to that defense as well. He's going to be a big help. He's a tremendous player, so he's definitely going to help out those three and take a workload off of Connor Bent as well. So it should be a good effort by the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm defense today.
Very, very quickly, we're going to talk about Southern Arkansas's offense and their key connection. Barrett Renner is by far one of the best quarterbacks in the conference. He's putting up amazing stats each and every game, and his number one target is number 3, Jonathan Weisheet. He's 5'11", 175 pounds, and a sophomore. So it's a freshman for Renner to a sophomore in Weisheet. Weisheet hails from Frisco, Texas, and Renner from Rowlett, Texas. That connection alone causes many defenses problems. So tonight, or this afternoon, what are you guys looking for?
I'm looking for SNU to get their running game started quick and early. I'm also looking for that offense to capitalize on mistakes from the opposing team's turnovers. If Southern Nazarene can create turnovers like they did last week, this offense definitely has to take advantage of that and turn those turnovers into points.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Their rushing offense has got to get it going, but the rushing defense has got to get some stops. Teams are just looking for those openings and pounding the ball through one quarter at a time. So I think Connor Bent's got to inspire that defense tonight to get them some stops.
It's Hero Day here at Bethany. We're going to take a quick break. We're excited. The fans are excited. The players are excited. When we come back, it will be kickoff between Southern Arkansas Mule Riders and the Southern Nazarene University Crimson Storm. We'll be right back. You're watching Southern Nazarene football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene Athletics at SNUathletics.com. We are just about set for kickoff. SNU is going to receive the opening kick. We got Jonathan Martin back there returning for the Storm.
Back there with Damian Willis and Daniel Ramos III.
Thank you. We're ready for kickoff here. And welcome to the game. And it's going to go back into the end zone for a touchback as the Southern Nazarene offense is going to take their first drive of the game, looking to make something happen. I see Eldon Coleman Jr. down there ready to take on, as well as Jonathan Martin. Right off the bat, I do not see Terrence Olds lining up for him.
Terrence Olds is actually on the field.
Terrence Olds is actually on the field, as Antoine pointed out. He's lining up to the left of James Morrow, who's going to be loading up in the pistol to start off the game. Drops back to pass, looking out for Olds. He's got it on the
there he goes.
Olds is going through all the way to the 50. What a great opening play for the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. Out there on that quick swing pass to Olds, and that's going to get them all the way down to the 49-yard line. Their first play is their first time inside enemy territory.
And just like that, they get Olds the ball on the first play, and
just like we said.
And he gets a good gain for them.
Morrow in pistol. Ian Jones, number 14, in motion. He's going to do a play action, looking out, trying to find someone under pressure, and he is going to get rid of it.
He got rid of that just in time, too.
Smart play by Morrow. He can't take a sack in that situation. Get out the pocket. He was out the pocket. He was able to get rid of it for no gain.
Morrow's going to rally his troops again. It'll be second down and 10 from the 49-yard line.
Quincy Whitfield in the backfield for Southern Nazarene.
SNU lining back up. Martin in the slot. Morrow back in the pistol. Olds behind him. He's going to give it straight to Olds, and Olds is going to carry it and get a whole lot of yardage. Here it goes.
He may go.
Here he goes. Number 28, Quincy Whitfield on the carry, all the way down to the 20. A 29-yard run right there for Mr. Whitfield.
Great start by the SNU Crimson Storm.
Looked like one of the Southern Arkansas players had jumped off sides, but nonetheless, it was a great gain.
James Morrow hails from Western Kentucky. I'm pretty darn sure that they taught him how to phrase his cadences very well. Morrow in the pistol again. Whitfield to his side. He's going to drop straight back, and he's going to air it towards the end zone. And overshot his receiver. Overshot it. Eldon Coleman Jr. was the intended receiver out there in the end zone.
Olds is back in the game.
I think they're going to look to run it up the gut here with Olds and keep pounding that defense.
You know, this is how the Crimson Storm started off last week. Let's see if they can capitalize and keep this rolling for the rest of the game.
Second down and 10 now. Morrow's going to take it and give it straight to Olds, and Olds is going to go right up the gut. He's going to gain 2 yards on that one.
He does not go down easy, gentlemen.
He does not. It'll be a third down and 8 with Eldon Coleman coming back in, as well as Lakeem Christmas. Olds is going to take a break from the game as Whitfield comes back in for him. Morrow in the pistol. Whitfield to his right.
We got Martin in the slot.
Split wide with Elvin Coleman Jr.
And it'll be a false start on Whitfield as he got a little bit too antsy and tried to get a head start on everybody else. They'll move Welcome back to Southern Nazarene Football on SNUathletics.com. After a impressive drive, the SNU only come away with 3 points, and they're going to go ahead and kick it off. Back there in the end, back there, returning for the Mule Riders is
number 4 Madison Bunch, and number 8 down there Connor. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong roster there. You can't do that. Back there to receive DeAndre Jenkins and Sydney Moore for Southern Arkansas Mule Riders.
Hey Connor, it's kind of hard to read those numbers because they're like scrunched up underneath the shoulder pads.
Yeah, a little bit.
So
that's the new style nowadays for these football players.
Look good, feel good. Here we go.
Here's the line drive kick from Southern Nazarene. They're going to field it about the 4-yard line. He's off and running.
Oh, great.
And a big hit. A big hit by Derek Kamoosh.
What a shot. He got camooshed.
Now, that's what you call form tackling.
Yes, sir. Wrap, lift, and drive.
Southern Arkansas is going to set up shop at the SNU 28-yard line. And here we get to see that number 1 in the GAC passing offense of Southern Arkansas because they are coming out. And here comes SNU trying to put a little bit of a bright spot on their season. Maybe their defense will show some improvement today. And there's a fumble, bad snap right off the bat for Southern Arkansas. He's going to get rid of it, and he's going to complete the pass anyway. And he's going to get a first down, number 39.
And there is a flag on the play. Might be a rough
Number 39, Tevin McDonald. There's going to be a flag on the play. It'll be on SNU.
Looked
and
like it was some sort of personal foul.
So they're going to add 15 yards on that impressive game by McDonald. Big play for Southern Arkansas as they move out to the SNU 37-yard line.
And just like that, they're already in SNU territory. Not a good way for this defense to start off. Let's see if they can pick it up.
Barrett Renner is going to take it and give it out on a toss. He's going to be driven out of bounds by number 2.
Larry Butler III.
Larry Butler III, and then a middle linebacker. That was number 4 on the running back. DeAndre Jenkins.
I mentioned in pregame that Larry's returning, and he obviously makes his presence felt early in the game with his first tackle. He's definitely going to help out those linebackers down there. Connor Bent, take a load off of them.
Renner's looking off to his sideline, trying to get the play called in. He's also going to set up in the pistol with Jenkins right behind him. Another pitch to Jenkins. And he's going to get the first down on that run all the way out to the 25-yard line.
He was just dragging guys early on.
Jenkins is an impressive running back. From what I've been told, he's ran through most of his opponents in the GAC.
At 6 feet 208 senior out of Arkansas, I don't see how he can't carry anybody. He's just running through people.
Renner in the pistol. Jenkins to his right. Puts a man in motion. He's going to give it right back to Jenkins.
That's good stop there by Blake Giles.
Blake Giles on the stop on Jenkins. It'll be a 3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Let's see how this first-ranked passing defense does against the 4th-ranked passing defense in the GAC. Last week, the passing defense did well, but it's just that rushing defense that SNU has to work on.
Back to Jenkins, and he's going to go nowhere, maybe getting 2 yards on that one. It'll be a 3rd down and 6.
I believe that was number 21, Michael Nunnery, on the carry on that one, trying to mix it up a little bit. But as you said, John, he went nowhere on that one. So the rush defense was well prepared. See how they do on this 3rd down and short.
Big 3rd down coming up for both teams. Doubles to his right. Renner in the pistol.
Looks like SNU is going to bring a blitz.
Michael Nunnery right behind him.
Yeah, real soft coverage there on the edge.
On the pitch.
Oh,
good block. A great block by Southern Arkansas, and they're going to pick up the first down. If that play does not happen, if not for that great cut block.
That was a great block.
They're going to spot the ball at the SNU 11-yard line. It will be first down and 10. First, if you get to the 1-yard line, it'll be another set of downs.
Michael Nunnery in the backfield there in the offset eye.
Number 45, Garrett Turnbull, is right next to Renner as the fullback. And a lead blocker, he's going to give it right back,
He is
right back to
stuffed up
Nunnery.
there.
And he's going to gain, looks like he's going to gain about 4 or 5 yards on that one, making it about second down and 6.
He just got stuffed up there by Blake Giles and Jenner Johnson, as he trots up the field in this play.
Helmet comes off. You got to take a break.
Yes, sir. Notice the pink gloves and socks there representing Breast Cancer Awareness Month by some of these players.
And that's why these players love the month of October. You get to don all that pink attire. You get to support something that means a lot to a lot of people.
Here we go.
Renner back in the pistol. Nunnery with the handoff. He's going to go nowhere.
Good stop. Good stop by the Storm there. Fortunately, a difficult third down here.
A ton of Crimson Storm in on that tackle, and as you can see, Larry Butler was one of them.
1 yard gain, third down and 5 for the Mule Riders. Another big third down coming up right here.
This is something that's going to be very important for Southern Nazarene, to get stops on third down and get their defense off the field. They've had trouble with that all year, getting stops on third down. Let's see if they can change that today. They've already given up 1 third down conversion today. Let's see if they can get a big stop on this third down.
Renner in the pistol. He's going to give it off to Jenkins. He's got the edge, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Mule Riders.
And once again, not being able to get stops on third down.
They're doing what they can to make them murdered on this drive. They just let them walk in there. They're going to make this team work today.
Lining up for the field goal is Southern Arkansas.
Bradford Grimm's on the kick.
And it is wide right. So a very similar start for Southern Nazarene back here this week. They're up Southern Arkansas is up 6-3 on the Storm. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Southern Nazarene football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene football on SNUathletics.com. After a long drive that was initiated by a very long run by Southern Arkansas and a 15-yard positional foul penalty by Southern Nazarene, the score is now Southern Arkansas 6, Southern Nazarene 3, with 8:51 left in the first. Southern Arkansas about to boot it away back to SNU. This kick is going to go to Jonathan Martin, who's going to field it at the 4. And is almost tripped up there by a Southern Arkansas Mule Rider. And he's going to take it all the way out to the 23-yard line, where the Southern Nazarene offense will once again set up shop.
I'd like to see Terrence Olds get worked back into this drive here and just keep on pounding the ball.
Good call there.
I'm looking to see if this offense can be consistent. You know, after the first drive last week, they were basically shut down for the rest of the game. They had a great first start to the game today. So let's see if they can continue with that consistency today and put together more drives.
Morrow lines up in the backfield in a pistol formation. Olds is to his left. Ian Jones is in the slot. He's going to give it right back to Olds. He's going to bounce one off, and he's got some room, and he is running. He's going to get pushed out inside Southern Arkansas territory all the way to the Southern Arkansas 47-yard line.
Another big run by Olds.
That is what we'd like to see.
Looks like that shoulder isn't giving him any trouble today.
No, sir. No, sir.
He is going to come out for this play, however.
Quick route break.
Morrow's going to line back up into the pistol with
number 33.
Damian Willis.
Damian Willis right back in on his right. He's going to give him a block. He's going to throw it up there. Looking for Ian Jones on the fade, but he's not going to get nowhere. That was incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Morrow has to find his rhythm. I don't think he's been able to complete a pass today, but in order to keep this rushing attack going, he's going to have to find a receiver and get in some sort of rhythm to complete these passes.
Bailey Burton is going to come in as fullback, as well as number 33 back for SNU once again.
Damian Willis.
Damian Willis. He's going to give it off to Willis here, and he's going to plow forward for about 4 yards. It'll bring up an important third down and 6 for Southern Nazarene. This third down is going to be huge. In fact, every third down is going to be huge for Southern Nazarene.
And Olds is back in the game.
Looks like number 61 for the left tackle, John Clark. Had a little bit of trouble getting off the turf. He's up there back in the huddle as of right now. Olds is back in the game.
Huge.
Jonathan Martin split out left.
Single coverage.
They put everybody in the box for Southern Arkansas. Giving it to Olds. He's running. Almost taken
there
down.
He goes.
And Olds is going to plow his way for a first down.
He knows they cannot stop him. They got to keep feeding him the ball.
And he is running hard today.
If Olds' shoulder stays healthy, SNU is going to have a great game today. He gets their first down all the way to the Southern Arkansas 32-yard line.
This SNU student section is getting fired up. They love seeing them pound the ball and keep on going. Jonathan Martin split out wide right.
That was a great stiff arm by Olds, though, to get that defender off of him and create those extra yards.
Morrow right back to Olds. And
fumble. Oh, and SU recovers.
A fumble by Olds is recovered by number 76. Blake Coleman.
Olds has to do a better job of holding on to that ball. He's running hard and he's running good, but he has to be able to hold on to that ball.
As it is, that fumble is going to result in a loss of 1 for the Crimson Storm. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Got to shake that off and move on.
Damian Willis back in the game.
Willis is going to get the pitch, and he's going to run, and he's got a lot of good yards. That's a very good run, about a 7-yard gain.
I know we like to talk about Terrence Olds a lot, but this offensive line is absolutely moving people so far today. They're just doing work today.
They haven't been able to move very many people at all this year, but it looks like today they finally had enough, and they are pushing as hard as they can. It's going to bring up a third down and 4 for SNU. Willis back in the backfield as Morrow lines up once again in the pistol. Christmas and Martin lining up on his left. Morrow's going to call a timeout because there seems to be a little bit of confusion on the formation there. So they're going to take a break, and we're just going to go along and take a break with them. You're watching SNU football on SouthernNazareneAthletics.com. 6-3 in Southern Arkansas's favor. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene Football on SNUathletics.com. James Morrow is going to line up in this pistol with Willis right behind him. Christmas and Martin back there on the slot. He's going to give it right back to Olds.
Oh, there he goes.
And Olds is going to go for a big 6-yard gain all the way to the Southern Arkansas 17-yard line. Olds and Willis seem to be switching back and forth, sharing snaps, and it's working very well for the Southern Nazarene offense.
You guys, like Connor said, you got to give a big shout out to this offensive line. But not only that, this Southern Arkansas team, like I said in the pregame, they're ranked 11th in the GAC in rushing defense, so they're going to give up rushing yards today.
Good call.
Willis trying to find the edge, and he's not going to get a whole lot, but he's going to get about 2 yards, making it 2nd down and 8 as Willis brings it out to the 15.
Terrence Olds back in as Akeem Christmas comes and takes a break. I mean, he just doesn't see how many people they stack in the box. They cannot stop this SNU rushing attack today.
Martin on Morrow's left as they do a line shift.
And the Crimson Storm need to take advantage of this. They know everybody is stacked in the box.
There he goes.
Olds on another run, taking it all the way to the 5-yard line.
Olds is having himself a ball game thus far.
He's hungry, man. They need to keep feeding him. Feed the big man.
1st down and goal now for Southern Nazarene University as Olds has moved at will against this rushing defense of Southern Arkansas. Looking to punch it in right here. Martin's going to line up on Morrow's right as Morrow's in the pistol. Olds is going to line up right behind him. He's going to give it right back to Olds, and he's going to run, trying to find the crease. And he's not going to get very much. In fact, he's not going to get anything at all. No gain for Olds on that one.
Southern Arkansas's defense did a good job right there on that play to hold Olds to no gain. They covered all the gaps and made that tackle.
Second down and goal from the 5 for the Crimson Storm.
Quincy Whitfield back in the backfield.
This SNU fan base is dying for a touchdown at this moment.
He's got
Morrow's
back.
going to be looking, throws it in and out of the hands of number 43, Chris Hudson, the tight end. He had it in the end zone. He just couldn't hang on. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal, also from the 5. Big play right here.
Great play call. Just have to convert on those.
Hudson was diving for the ball on that one. He just couldn't hang on.
I think Morrow's just got to put that a little bit higher for him. Let him go get it. Quincy Whitfield in the backfield here with Morrow.
Martin and Christmas on his right, lining up. It looks like we may see another run to either inside or outside. And it's going to be it's going to be a misdirection, and Christmas is not going to get anywhere.
Oh, he's got to cut back inside and take that in.
I agree with you, Connor. I feel like if he would have cut back inside, he would have scored and walked in the end zone easy.
He knows it, too. He knows it, but he'll get it next time.
A great play call for Southern Nazarene. However, it's not going to translate into a touchdown. Instead, Southern Nazarene is going to try and tie up this game with a field goal.
Christmas tried to get him to the corner, but if he would have cut it up inside, he would have tons of running room.
Snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good.
Another great kick by Aguiano.
Aguiano 2 for 2 on the day.
So with 3:15 left in the first, we're tied up at 6.
The Crimson Storm, their offense is looking good. They're clicking on all cylinders right now. So far, they put together 2 positive drives. Now let's see if this defense can come off and feed off the positive energy that their offense is giving them.
I agree with you 100%, Antoine, but in order for the Crimson Storm to want to win this game, they have got to get into the end zone. They have to get into the end zone because the offense for Southern Arkansas is so good. They can move the ball just as well as Southern Nazarene can. So in order for SNU to be in the game, I'm going to bet that they're going to have to be in the end zone more times than not.
I agree with you. Let's see if this defense can come on and cause some turnovers and get some stops.
Southern Nazarene is going to line up for another kickoff.
Sydney Moore and DeAndre Jenkins back to receive this kick from Aguiano.
And here's the kick. Line drive kick all the way back.
Right there for Sydney Moore, and here he goes.
And
he runs into his own player.
And he's going to just – and it looks like there was a thump. Oh,
they're calling him down by contact.
Looked for a while that he dropped the ball there, but they're going to call him down with his elbow. So So Southern Arkansas catches a break there, and they're going to set up shop at the 21-yard line.
And this Crimson Storm defense is back on the field. You know, Southern Arkansas comes ranked first in passing offense. I have yet to see them really throw the ball down the field. They've done it all running. So maybe on this drive they'll try to get this passing game going.
I think they're really just trying to milk SMU's rushing defense weakness. They know that they're last in the conference in rushing defense, so they may try to milk that, but they may open up the pass game here on this drive.
Renner's going to try and roll out. He's going to get it on a – he's going to get it out there to his man for a 5-yard gain. It almost looks like he was able to evade the tackle and keep going, but it looked like his knee just went down immediately at contact.
It's good coverage there by D. Simmons, 5'10" junior out of Lawton, Oklahoma.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Mule Riders. Renner lining up in the pistol. 4 receivers and a running back behind him. Puts a man in motion. And it's another bad snap. Going to give it right back to his running back, and he goes nowhere.
Like you said, it was a bad snap, and that disrupted the timing on the play, and Crimson Storm were able to capitalize on that. Another 3rd down coming up for this Crimson Storm defense. Let's see if they can get a stop.
They've got so much respect for this passing game. They're playing about 10 yards off of each receiver. They just respect this quarterback so much.
And there's the heart of the SNU defense, Connor Bent, trying to get this crowd psyched up for this big 3rd down. Renner, once again, 5 receivers this time, and a running back in his backfield.
On the option play.
On the option, he's going to get the 1st down and a little bit more, all the way to the 40-yard line.
That's a great play call by Southern Arkansas. They spread the field with 5 receivers, put a running back in the backfield, and they run the option.
SNU's defensive coordinators are not happy with the way that their defense executed that. They needed to stop.
You know, so far, this is the 2nd drive for Southern Arkansas, and they're 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. No way this defense is going to get off the field if they can't get stops on 3rd down.
Oh, good stop there by Connor Bent, just getting right up in his grill.
Connor Bent fired up after a big play.
His teammates are fired up too. Let's see if they can get some pressure on the quarterback.
He went on and stopped number 21, Michael Nunnery, who tried to bounce it out to the outside. Instead, he drops him for a loss of 3. 2nd down and 13 coming up for the Mule Riders.
Michael Nunnery's no light load at 5'10", 242, so good job there by Connor Bent to bring him down.
On a pass, looking out to his left, and he's going to complete the pass. He's not going to get a ton. He's going to get to the Southern Arkansas 42-yard line to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Great coverage there by Isaiah Young and D. Simmons out there on the outside.
Reasonable 3rd down here for the Crimson Storm defense. Should be able to get a stop. Let's see if they can get this stop and get off the field and get their offense back the ball.
Another 4 wide receiver set. And line up. You might want to be seeing another option play run by Renner. But no, he's going to drop back to pass. Looking around, looking down in the middle.
Good
The
defense.
pass is broken up by Connor Bent. Guess who?
He is all over the place. He's not letting anything get by him today.
He's in the backfield. He's playing coverage. He's just doing it all for them today. Connor Bent is having himself a game so far.
He got his Wheaties today, I would say.
So here's something that SNU is going to be needing a lot of, the punt team.
Jonathan Martin back to receive this punt. See if he can get some momentum. Continue to go for the SNU offense with about 21 seconds left in the 1st quarter.
And there's the kick. It's going to be a little bit short, and it's just going to go straight out of bounds. And SNU is going to set up shop at their own 21-yard line with 13.8 left in the first quarter.
That was a great stop by SNU. That was a great way to get their defense off the field. They got their first stop on third down on that drive. So let's see if this offense can continue with the success they've been having so far on the ground game.
What was known as the Midwest City Sun. I think it's called the Beacon now. So he is cleared. If I need to get a pass, I can take it down.
James Morrow is going to line up in the pistol. Running back to his right. He's got two receivers on his left. He's going to give it right up the gut.
And I believe that was Olds with the carry.
You are correct. The man in the middle. And they're just going to run out the clock here for the first quarter and move it down to the other side of the field when we come back.
So that was the end of the first quarter. We've played 15, and the score at the break is Southern Nazarene 6, Arkansas 6. Southern Arkansas also at 6. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break at the quarter. You're watching Southern Nazarene football at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene football. 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 Back to Welcome back to, 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 welcome back
We apologize, 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 apologize,
Here's the punt for. Here's the punt.
Terrence Owens has 4 yards.
Oh, great stop. Oh, great stop. Oh, left shot. 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 Left foot. 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 Left foot.
Welcome back to Southern Nazarene Athletics. Get the ball, and he's going to try and find a crease, and he's not going to find the first down, but he's going to gain 1 yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1 from their own 42-yard line.
Let's see if this SNU defense can get themselves another stop here and give this offense a chance to get back in the end zone.
Renner in the backfield. He's got Nunnery and Turnbull right behind him. Turnbull to his right, Nunnery right behind him. He's going to give it straight to Nunnery, who is not going to get nothing.
Stop.
He's not going to get it.
Isaiah Young again on the tackle. He's not letting me go anywhere.
Isaiah Young stuffed up the play. It's going to result in a 4th down and 1 for the Mule Riders. And you know what, guys? I think that Southern Arkansas thinks they just might as well stay on the field.
Nunnery has 44 yards on 9 attempts. He's averaging 4.3 yards per attempt.
Big play right here for both teams. 4th down and 1 on the 43-yard line, 42-yard line. Southern Arkansas wants to go for it, and they're going to get the snap out to Nunnery. He's not going to get it.
He is not going anywhere. These boys are fired up. They are not letting anything get by him.
This defense is playing some inspired football tonight.
Southern Nazarene said no to Nunnery, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
This crowd here is absolutely fired up with their defense is playing today. They came out to play. They came out to win, gentlemen. Let's see if this offense can maintain this momentum.
This offense has to play with the same intensity that this defense is playing with. As you can see on the replay, it was a huge stop by that defense.
Here comes that Southern Nazarene offense. Christmas, Jones, and Martin are your receivers, alongside Olds, who's lining up to the right of Morrow, who's going to fake it out, and Morrow's going to try and run with it. He's going to get a few yards. He's going to carry that out for about a 4-yard gain, which will make it 2nd down and 6 for the Crimson Storm.
Great toughness out there by your quarterback. You don't ever really want him out there running by himself, but he's a big guy. He just lowers his shoulder and tries to do what he can to get some more yards.
Now, the quarterback at the beginning of the year, Alec LaFoon, was much more comfortable taking those read option kind of plays, but Alec unfortunately tore his ACL and is no longer to play for the rest of the year. Morrow is able to run those types of plays, but he's just not as agile or mobile as LaFoon. He's going to set up shop again with a pistol formation, and he's going to find a pass, try to get away.
Looks like maybe a holding penalty there by Southern Nazarene.
Morrow's going to get rid of the ball, but looks like there's going to be a holding penalty against Southern Nazarene, who there was a defender all over James Morrow trying to get to him, and I think he was just I think Southern Nazarene's lineman grabbed a little bit too much of jersey. And sure enough, it is a holding call on Southern Nazarene.
That definitely hurts Southern Nazarene. Drops them back out of their own territory.
That'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which puts the ball at the Southern Arkansas 48. and a 2nd down and 20.
This seems to be a common trend with the SMU offense. Their defense gets them a great stop here, and they just kind of fiddle out. Let's see if Morrow and Olds can get something together here. Ramos, excuse me.
Ramos off. Morrow's going to set up the screen, and it is batted down.
That screenplay
by
was
number 52.
43.
My colleague is correcting me. It was number 43, Kendricks McCann.
That screenplay was sniffed out from the start. Never even had a chance to develop. Great defensive play by Southern Arkansas.
Kendricks McCann on the stop there.
Here we go. Big 3rd down here, gentlemen. Let's see what's going to happen.
3rd down 20 for Southern Nazarene from the 48. Morrow is going to drop back. So now he's going to set up the screen, and
great catch by Ramos to get some yards there, but defense just surrounded him. Just waiting for him.
And once again, this is something that the Nazarene is having trouble with. Their defense is getting turnovers and they're getting stops on 3rd down, but their offense is not converging and taking advantage of those 3rd down, those offensive opportunities. They have to do a better job of that and putting points on the board.
we are just under 7 minutes left in the first half as Southern Nazarene sets up for their next punt.
Miles
There's
roll
the
with the
snap
punt.
And the kick.
Great spiral there.
Beautiful punt. And it's going to take a high bounce
and
roll out of bounds at the 1/2 yard line. Amazing punt.
What a great kick there by Miles Roll.
Took a high bounce and just took off to the side instead of going a little bit further into the end zone. Amazing punt. Southern Nazarene now with a golden opportunity to make something happen on defense.
I think Connor Bent and Blake Giles are just amped with energy here, ready to get possibly a safety in this drive here.
A safety or a defensive touchdown would be a delicious cake to the SNU defense at this moment, and a fatal stab to the offense and morale of Southern Arkansas.
Here we go.
Setting up from the 1/2 yard line.
Playing a little soft coverage.
This
there.
SNU defense has only allowed
Set
103
up.
yards this game.
He's going to air it out. He's got a man, and he's going to get it to
and that's
him.
a big hit.
He dropped the ball.
Oh, he is out. He took a big shot there by Isaiah Young.
Our receiver for Southern Arkansas went down immediately after that hit. He had the ball and went straight up. No, that's number 88.
Terrence Higgins.
Terrence,
one freshman from Searcy, Arkansas.
Higgins went up for the ball, had the ball in his hands, and went up and was hit in the air from the back, and then went down and was hit in the head by the knee of another SNU defender. That will put you on your behind any day of the week. Thankfully, he was able to get up from that one.
Yeah, you never want to see a player go down no matter what team they're on, but we're glad to see that he was able to get up and walk away with the trainers right by his side. Looks like
2nd down and 10, once again from the 1/2.
DeAndre Jenkins deep in his own end zone there, so they may try to run it up the gut.
Renner's going to set up again, a quick strike. That'll get him a little bit of breathing room out to the 6 yard line. 3rd down and 4, approaching for Southern Arkansas.
Let's see if they can get the offense back the ball in good field position.
A stop here would be amazing for the defense for Southern Nazarene. That would flip the field very much in Southern Nazarene's favor, but it all depends on this play. It's going to be a pitch out to Jenkins.
Connor Bent
he's not going to get there.
Not let him go anywhere.
That'll be a gain of 2, maybe 1. It'll be a 4th down and 1 situation. 4th down and 1 situation as the punt team comes out. And as I said just earlier, that stop is huge for the field position in this game.
Connor Bent, he's everywhere today.
He fought off his own blocker and got to the running back there, DeAndre Jenkins. See what Jonathan Martin could do here on the return.
Martin is set up deep about his own 45 yard line as the punt is coming his way. It's going to be high.
That is going to be a very nice kick for Southern Nazarene.
It's going to be high and takes a Southern Arkansas bounce. all the way to the Southern Nazarene 46-yard line, and that's where they will set up shop. So we're just under 5 minutes left in this first half as Southern Nazarene is going to set up shop again.
It looks like to be the 46-yard line of SMU, and James Morrow back on the field with Terrence Old with a Lakeem Christmas split out wide right.
It's about 4 minutes left in the half. Let's see if SMU can put together a 4-minute drive, kill some clock, but score at the same time and go into halftime with a lead.
Terrence Old right up the middle.
Seems that Southern Arkansas has sniffed out the scent that is Terrence Olds, and they're not going to let him run on them very much.
SMU has a total of 114 rushing yards before half, so they're looking to really pound the ball today, and let's see if they can put up some more rushing yards before the end of this half. Looking like a record-setting day for the rushing offense for Southern Nazarene today.
Morrow's going to set up, gives it right to Christmas, and Christmas is going to try and reach out for a few more yards, and that's going to be a 5-yard completion, which makes it 3rd down and 4.
Those little quick throws are real essential to get some momentum back on their side. Throw the defense off.
Coleman Jr. is on his left. Christmas and Martin on his right. Olds also on his left. Morrow in the pistol. He's going to set up for another pass. He's going to look out for Coleman, and he is going to get that pass broken up.
I don't know about that pass there. He has really, really tight coverage. He was covering him like a blanket over there on the left side. I think he's got to look for another outlet on that play.
You're exactly right, Mr. McKenzie, as there's really no one else in the area. They sniffed that play out from the get-go, and once again, the punt team for Southern Nazarene is going to take the field with 3:49 left in the half.
Miles roll back on the punt. See if he can replicate what he did on the last punt.
Here's the kick. Another
Great
beauty.
Kick.
He's going to call fair catch on the 11-yard line, and that is where Southern Nazarene is going to set up shop. Or Southern Arkansas is going to set up shop. That was number 3, Jonathan Weisheet, who we talked a little bit about in the pregame. As the SNU defense, who once again, just like last week, is playing one amazing game, is back. They're back, and they're going to try and get another stop on this Southern Arkansas offense, who's having kind of a off day, it seems like, with the stats that we have. Renner in the pistol. He's going to send his man. Looks like a pass right out the bat right here. And it looks like we're going to get a false start. Right, first impression is a false start right off the bat on Southern Arkansas, and that's going to move them back.
Oh, it's actually a delayed game call against Southern Arkansas, but regardless, 5 yards back the other way.
The play clock is kind of at a disadvantage angle for us in the booth here.
Larry Butler is leading the team right now in tackles. He has 5 so far in the game, and we're still in the second quarter, so he's looking to get in the double-digit tackles if he keeps playing the way he's playing.
Pass out to Weisheet.
Great stop there by Isaiah Young there.
They really missed his presence last week. They definitely could have used his help last week, but he's making his presence felt today. So
absolutely.
10-yard reception from Renner to Weisheet, which makes it a 2nd down and 5 following the penalty. Another bobbled snap, and Renner's going to try and look, and he's not going to go anywhere.
Who was that man that got him?
Larry Butler.
Larry Butler. Larry Butler the third is going to get the sack on that one.
Antoine called it, man. He's right up in his grill.
He's definitely making his presence felt today. They really, like I said, they really missed him last week. I don't think he's come out of the game thus far on any of the series, but between him and Connor Bent, they're having a great game. That linebacker core is really stepping up today and helping out that front line.
Renner's going to drop back to pass on 3rd down and 6, going to look around, trying to find an open area, and he's going to get a good gain, and he's also going to get the first down. Found a little bit of a crease and was able to convert the third down, which will make it a first down and 10 from the 24-yard line. 2 minutes, 35 seconds we have here before halftime.
Renner back in the pistol with Jenkins right behind him. I think that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage there. Still resulting in a completion there. For
Number
Southern
11
Arkansas.
for the Mule Riders, Tanner Hudson, is able to get the completion, but nothing more as he slips on the turf and falls to his knees.
About 2 minutes left in this half. See if Crimson Storm can get a stop and not let up a score before the end of the half.
Renner's looking around. He's got Hudson again.
Southern Arkansas is trying to put together a quick 2-minute drive.
He's a big target there for Renner there. Wide open right over the middle. Renner still in the backfield there with William McKnight, the 6'2", 215 freshman out of Bossier, Louisiana. I'd like to see
Seems
some
that
big targets here.
Hudson is a much more nimble and thinner version of who we saw before, Davin Reese.
Renner looking deep, nothing open. Oh, just over the hands of his wide receiver there, number 8.
Renner has tons of time. This offensive line is giving him tons of time to look for open receivers and for receivers to get open. If they keep giving him time like that, Renner's gonna go for about 300 or 400 yards today.
It very well may be. This offensive line is massive there, just not letting anybody get by him.
Right now, Renner is 7 for 13, 7 completions on 13 attempts for 58 yards. A little bit under his average for the first half, but
swing pass out there to McKnight. Good breakdown coverage there by number 7 of Southern Nazarene, Floyd Chisholm.
Floyd Chisholm on the stop, and that will make it a second down and 2.
Floyd also plays wide receiver here, but he's getting some time there at cornerback today. Great stop there by Floyd.
So we approach 1 minute, 13 seconds left before half, and there another bobbled snap. And a first down. Made something out of nothing there. And they're going to wave it off as the ref are going to call that the ball hit the turf before it bounced into the hands of the receiver.
Oh, wow. Nice break there for the SMU Storm. See if the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders look to go for it here again on 4th down. Looks like they will. Renner in the pistol with McKnight in his backfield. And timeout for the Crimson Storm.
Excuse us, we are having more technical difficulties here right now as the timeout commences. Another big 4th down is approaching for both teams. 1 minute, 4 seconds left in the half. A stop here for Southern Nazarene would be monstrous.
And here we go, 4th down and 2.
Mule Riders going to set up for 4th down and 2. This Crimson Storm fan base trying their best to hype up their defense as best they can. Renner's going to take it, looking out for the swings, going to get it, and the first down.
Great pass there.
And they pick up the first down.
They're going to take it out to the 43-yard line of Southern Nazarene, trying their best to get into field goal range before half, as 58 seconds shows on the clock.
They got that nice little undercut screen action between Renner and Sidney Moore. It seems to be working for the Mule Riders.
Renner's in the back again. He's going to toss it out. And a big tip. He's looking for Hudson again, and Hudson is going to let that ball slip through his fingers at a high tip, and Hudson was lucky that a Southern Nazarene Storm defensive back was not behind him, or else that would be going the other way.
Setting up 2nd down and 10 for the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. Renner gets to play, and he's got McKnight in his backfield.
Renner drops back all the time in the world. He's got number 8 wide open, and he is going to drop that pass after number 31 for the Crimson Storm.
Brian Jackson, the 5'10 freshman, just comes there and knocks that ball loose. Great stop there. Great stop there by Jackson.
Brian Jackson is 5'10", 185 pounds, and a freshman from Copperas Cove, Texas. Making a big play for Southern Nazarene right there, as it shows 3rd down and 10.
And that's the second big heat he's had on the day to jar the ball loose from a wide receiver. So he's playing that safety spot well.
Renner again gonna look. He's gonna run. He's gonna get the 1st down or close to it.
I think they may give it to him on that spot.
They're gonna go ahead and give him the 1st down. It seems like. Or.
And once again, that was Larry Butler on the stop.
Southern Arkansas is going to take a timeout right now with 32 seconds left in the game. I mean, not in the game, in the half, excuse me. As, yes, that play did go for a 1st down. We're going to take a break right now. You're watching Southern Nazarene football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene football. It's SNUathletics.com. 1st down and 10 for Southern Arkansas from the Southern Nazarene 33-yard line is right here, and it's another pass play.
That was just well over the head.
It was a lot of contact down there. It looked like it could have been a pass interference call, but the ref let it go, and he let him play.
Once again, it was Brian Jackson locked up with the intended receiver. I think they were going to let that one go, as they will declare that ball uncatchable. As it stands right now, if Southern Arkansas wanted to attempt a field goal to end the half, it would be a 50-yarder with 24 seconds left. However, they want to crunch that ball as close as they possibly can, as the option play comes up, and it's going to go for quite a bit. And it's going to go for a touchdown, as Southern Arkansas is going to score right before half, and that is definitely a big boost to the Mule Riders and a disheartening blow to Southern Nazarene, who's been playing a great half of football. They'll set up for the field goal. And it's up, and it is good. So with 16 seconds left in the half, Southern Arkansas takes their second lead, excuse me, of the game, 13-6 over the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm. We'll take a break. You're listening to Southern Nazarene football at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene football at SNUathletics.com. 16.1 seconds left in the in the first half, as Southern Arkansas just went out and scored a touchdown right before the half. They're going to go ahead and kick it off to Southern Nazarene.
William McKnight has 32 yards on one attempt and a touchdown.
Kick here to Jonathan Martin, trying to go up the right side, left side.
And he's not going to go anywhere. It's number 26 for the Mule Riders.
12 seconds left.
Kaneko Thomas.
12 seconds left in the half. Let's see if the Storm will try to play conservative or maybe take a shot downfield.
I just take a knee and go into halftime, talk it over, and make my adjustments and come back out.
I'm going to have to agree with my colleague Antoine, as I would also most likely play conservatively, take the knee, go to halftime, talk things over with your team, and come out and get it ready for another half. It takes 2 halves of football.
I think you guys just hit it right on the money. If I'm the defensive coordinator, Billy Sexton, for SNU, I'm so happy right now to only put up 13 points.
Exactly.
Looks like that may be the last play of the first half.
Good run there by Quincy Whitfield.
Quincy Whitfield's going to take the last snap of the first half, and as it stands at this moment, we go into halftime with Southern Arkansas a 13-6 lead over the Crimson Storm. So far, the defense for Southern Nazarene has played an amazing game thus far. It's just 1 or 2 plays that are the difference in this game. And so we're going to go to halftime now. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with you with a halftime report momentarily. You're listening to Southern Nazarene Athletics at SNUathletics.com. Welcome to our halftime show at Southern Nazarene Football. It's SNUathletics.com. We are in a tight one here in Bethany. Southern Arkansas is leading Southern Nazarene University right now 13-6 in a really hard-fought game, much like what is going on throughout the rest of the GAC today, which we'll catch up on those scores right now. Ouachita Baptist ended up beating Harding today, earlier this afternoon. They ended up winning a 26-21 game in Ouachita today. That was a very hard-fought game. Guys, thoughts?
I have to say that I'm absolutely surprised that Harding did not pull out that victory. They had the ball up 21-17. I guess they just couldn't milk the clock like I thought. So Connor was wrong on that one. Great win by Ouachita Baptist.
I agree with you there, Connor. You know, Harding was up 21-17 late in the fourth quarter with the ball. And, you know, like you thought, I thought they would have pulled that one out, you know, milked the clock and ran the clock out. But as you can see, that Ouachita Baptist, they never stopped playing. They fought hard, and they were able to pull out that win. That's a great win by them. So that just makes the conference that much tighter, you know.
Absolutely.
Henderson State and Arkansas Tech are just in front of us. They are actually just a little bit ahead of us on the schedule. Henderson State at the moment is currently leading Arkansas Tech 7-0 as they start the third quarter over there at Henderson State. Also going around the conference, Southwestern Oklahoma trails Southeastern Oklahoma 6-0 as they also start the third quarter just about right now. Your thoughts on these games, guys?
Oh, man, that Henderson State and Arkansas Tech game, you know, I know the teams are very close. I know, you know, it could go either way, but I'm kind of surprised at that score line. You know, it's a low-scoring game. It seems like it's low-scoring games all around the GAC today, but that Henderson State, you know, that's shocking. If Henderson State pulls that one off, it's just going to make the GAC that much more complicated. It's going to be 4 or 5 teams that are 3-1 at the end of the day if they can pull that win out. So that'll be a good win for them, but I'm still sticking with my choice in Arkansas Tech. I believe that Arsenio Favor is going to do what he does best and pull something out of his hat to get Arkansas Tech the win.
I think you're right, Antoine. Arkansas Tech's going up probably the biggest test of the season so far against Henderson State, one of their in-state rivals. So hopefully Arkansas Tech can get their passing game going and unleash that three-headed monster of running backs they have there.
It's a great game going down at Henderson State right now, and personally, I'm just hoping, you know what, maybe Henderson State can pull off the upset, make my upset pick worth merit, and so just a little bit of a personal preference. Let's talk about the game here in Bethany at the moment. Southern Arkansas is only ahead because of a few key plays. One of those which being a long touchdown option play with 16 seconds left at the half to put them ahead, as with the score that you see 13-6. Guys, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
So far, I think Southern Nazarene has came out. They've played well offensively and defensively. This defense is playing inspired football right now, and they're being led by one of their good linebackers in Larry Butler III. He has 7 total tackles on the day with 1 sack, as well as Isaiah Young and Connor Bent. That young linebacker core is definitely stepping up today and helping them out. So I definitely think they're doing a great job on defense. The offense just has to pick it up a bit more, and you know, when they get the chances to score and inside the opponent's red zone, they have to put those chances away.
Connor?
I think a big key here that we look at, as well as that defense. Their linebacking core is really anchoring that defense, and he's playing inspired football. But Terrence Olds coming through yet again, staying into this game. He's free of injury, it looks like. 11 carries for 65 yards. Should have had a touchdown on one of his last drives, but got tripped up at the end. But that's all right. He's going to pull through the second half. He does keep on pounding this Southern Arkansas defense.
Looking at the stats that we have right in front of us, it's a game where they're mirroring each other. Both teams are playing extremely well. Both teams are having their fair share of mistakes. But to me, there's 2 things that really pops out. Number one, Southern Arkansas has twice as many first downs as Southern Nazarene, managing 12 to opposed to Southern Nazarene's 6. Also, when it comes to third down conversions, Southern Arkansas 9, SNU 2. So as I'm saying before, it's coming down to just a few key plays that are really the dividing factor.
Antoine?
I would have to agree with you, John. Those key plays are definitely what's hurting Southern Nazarene, but if they can stop some of those key plays, if they can make some conversions on third down as well on the offensive ball, they'll be good in this second half.
I think you're right, but these plays the defense are getting, they're getting them stops, they're getting them turnovers, but the thing is, when they get the ball back, just the momentum just kind of dies. It's these little penalties, false starts, offsides will just throw off this offense and throw more out of rhythm. So they just got to keep on plugging away, keep their mind clear, and focus on the next play ahead.
When we come right back, it'll be the beginning of the third quarter. Thank you for staying with us. We'll be right back. You're watching Southern Nazarene football at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene Athletics. We're kicking off the second half as Southern Nazarene is going to kick off to Southern Arkansas here.
That's on the return.
It's going to be a big
nice
return. Nice
there.
Crease, and he's going to break free. He's in a foot race. Got one man to beat.
Oh, he's
and he's not taken down to the 10-yard line. What a start for Southern Arkansas.
Absolute breakdown on that coverage there by Southern Nazarene. Let's see if the defense can continue the momentum they had in the first half and hold them to at least a field goal, if not a turnover.
That will certainly hype up the opposite end of the field with Southern Arkansas, as the Southern Nazarene defense, who has been playing a great game so far, save for a few plays, is lining up again. First down and goal from the 9-yard line to start off the second half. Renner in the pistol.
Terrence Higgins back in the game.
He's going to give it off on that pitch to Jenkins again, and
he is stopped by Connor Bent. No more than 2 yards on that play.
Connor Bent once again showing us that he can play anywhere on the field. Just wherever the ball is, you can expect Mr. Bent to be very close behind.
Number 39, Tevin McDonald split out wide left to Renner. Jenkins in the backfield.
Renner's gonna have a bad snap, looking to find something. He's not gonna go anywhere.
Bad snap again. That Southern Arkansas center is having some problems there. I'm
not quite so sure that it's actually the center that's having the trouble. I think it's just Renner who's just having a tough time handling the ball. As it stands right now, it is going to be a third down and goal from the 10.
His defense showing some life. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're going anywhere. Renner in the pistol with Jenkins right behind him. Looking off to the sideline, getting the correct play call.
Renner in the pistol.
Sidney Moore split out wide right.
They're on the pitch play.
Oh, man.
Oh,
And
he's
going to step out at the 3-yard line.
What a shoulder he lowered there.
His foot just slipped right out of bounds before he dove over the pylon.
Looks like
that would be at the 2-yard line.
Looks like Jenkins thought that he was in, but a little bit of a slide whenever he lowered that shoulder is going to push him out of bounds and bring out. Looks like they're going to try and go for the touchdown here.
Big play here for this SNU defense. See if they can hold Southern Arkansas to 0 points on this one.
They put everybody up on the line. Another pitch play.
Jenkins.
And
he is not going to score. What a stop by this SNU defense. They are not letting anything get by them.
And guess
play.
What a great stop.
Guess who's in the middle of that play?
Who was that?
Larry Butler.
Larry Butler.
Good old Larry Butler III.
No, sir.
Coming up huge.
Yes, sir. He's having a great
SNU is stating just with their defense alone that they are sick of this 26-game losing streak, and if it's up to them, it's ending today.
Absolutely. Larry Butler's not letting anything get by him.
Looks like
7 tackle on the day.
As great a stop as that was for the Crimson Storm, they are still backed up on their own 3-yard line. They need some breathing room, and they need it quick.
Larry Butler has 7 tackles on the day with the sack.
He's more up to
straight up to Olds, and Olds is not going to get very much. He's going to get maybe a yard.
A little bit of breathing room. Nothing great, but nothing bad.
That'll make it a 2nd down and 9 for the Crimson Storm.
You would think this offense would get inspired by that big defensive stop that their defense just gave them. Let's see if they can put together a drive and get some points on the board starting in the second half.
I think they're going to keep pounding Olds. He's just going to break up on the outside here. If he gets some key blocks by his wide receivers, Martin or Christmas, then he may bust one here.
You know, I don't think Jonathan Martin has a catch on the day, which is really shocking to me because last week he had about 5 or 6, and they got him really incorporated in the offense. Let's see if they try to get him incorporated in the second half. He's coming
Morrow
in motion.
on the pitch. He's trying to find some room, and Olds is going to break free.
There he goes.
Olds on a big run all the way to the 17-yard line. That's going to move the change for the Crimson Storm.
He's going to take a breather here on the sideline, bring Quincy Whitfield here to get some action.
Olds was looking very nimble on his feet there.
If you see him over there on the sidelines, he's still a little bit jittery. He wants to go for another 17.
Big man with some nimble feet down there, using that footwork to full effect.
Morrow in the pistol on another pitch play to Whitmore.
Good game by Whitmore.
He's going to gain maybe 3 yards.
Whitfield, excuse me.
Whitfield.
Yeah, just Southern Nazarene rushing attack just keeps on punishing the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. They will not let them get this easy win.
Morrow in the pistol. Another run up the gut. Is finding the hole.
Great push by
and he's going to get very close to the first down.
Terrence Olds back in the game for Whitfield.
Also coming into the game is number 14, Ian Jones, one of my players to watch.
Fresh set of downs here for the Crimson Storm.
Crimson Storm, they're moving the ball. Let's see if they can get out of their own territory.
Again, Jonathan Martin here in single coverage, split out wide right.
SNU needs to take advantage of the single coverage that they're putting on Martin.
Hand up off the middle.
Right up to Olds, and he's going to push his way close to a 4-yard gain. Just got to keep, and there's going to be a late flag fly in.
Little extracurriculars going on here between Southern Arkansas players.
SNU has 146 rushing yards so far, and so they're just going to continue to tack on these rushing yards.
Let's get a call from our white head official. The flag came in flying in a little bit late. A personal foul on the Crimson Storm. That'll push them back. Make it 2nd down and 25.
And just those little mistakes, again, adding up for the Crimson Storm. Can't have it start that way. Man, they just go way back. All that momentum they had from Terrence Old's big rush just kind of goes back to where they started almost. Let's see if they can push it up the gut and give Terrence Olds or open up the passing game for more here. Maybe look for Jonathan Martin or Lakeem Christmas on this play.
I'm not quite so sure that a pass play is exactly necessary, but don't be surprised to see one.
Again, this offensive line is just getting a great push on the Southern Arkansas defensive line, not letting them push them around.
And here's the pitch to Olds, trying to
Great
find a
big hole
crease
off the left side.
And he's going to get about a third of that penalty back as it brings up a 3rd down and 15.
Great push by Terrence to get back some of those yardage they lost.
Olds just taking this game into his own hands.
He's coming, trotting up the field, splitting some reps with Quincy. Morrow lining up in the shotgun with Whitfield to his left, Keem out to right.
A quick little pitch out to Jones, who is quickly upended by number 6 of the Mule Riders, Quan Warren. And that'll bring out the punt team for Southern Nazarene.
Terrence Olds has 84 rushing yards on 14 attempts. Looks like he may get to 100 by the end of this night. But nonetheless, it's been a combined effort between Olds, Whitfield, and number 33.
Here's the punt. High and deep, as it's going to immediately pop out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it looked like it took a good bounce, but I guess it hit out of bounds first.
All right, so the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders will set up their drive here at the 42-yard line, it looks like.
And looks like we're going to take an immediate timeout at the moment, and we'll step aside. With 10:06 left in the 3rd quarter, it's still 13-6, Southern Arkansas. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene football on SNUathletics.com. After the punt, the Mule Riders of Southern Arkansas will set up shop on their own 42-yard line. Play is stopped momentarily for a sideline warning. Take a quick pause from our action down on the field as our head referee takes down in his notes.
Look to see Larry Butler and Connor Beck continue their activity here on the backside of the linebacking core. Get some stops and possibly another turnover.
Renner is going to drop back, looking across the middle, and there's Hudson, and he's going to break free.
Oh, he's got some speed.
One man to beat, and he is going to be dragging almost the entire defense with him. And there's a fumble. There's a fumble picked up by number 22 of the Crimson Storm.
Here we go.
Isaiah Young bringing up the fumble and taking the ball right back. On a big pass play by Hudson of Southern Arkansas turns into a disaster for the Mule Riders as Southern Nazarene is going to take it right back.
Turnover right on time, guys.
Man, big play.
play by Olds. He's going to get about 2 yards. 2 yards after forward progress is stopped. Bring up a 2nd down 8.
Trying to wear down this defense here up front. They are just taking some punishment today. Whitfield in the game for Terrence Olds once more.
Yeah, but this offense has to take some shots downfield to open up that box. Southern Arkansas is stacking 8-9 in the box, and it's just making it hard for Olds to get any action going. So they're going to have to open it up.
A pitch
here we go
to Whitfield is not going to go for a whole lot.
It's maybe 3-4 yards on the carry. Yeah, the Southern Arkansas defense is practically daring James Moore to throw, put him in single coverage every time. So let's see if Moore can take advantage of that or continue to pound with the running game.
And it may appear that he just might as Martin comes back into the huddle.
Well, we got a little quarterback
and we have a
change
quarterback change. Number 12 for
Jacob Spady, 6'5" freshman out of Hinton, Oklahoma. See if he can bring some life into this passing game here.
Seems like Spady is a crowd favorite. Spady comes in the game and the crowd goes wild.
Hand off to Whitfield.
Whitfield is
got a nice push, but it'd be a couple yards short.
He's going to take it for about another 4-yard game to make it 4th down and 2. That will bring up the punt team again for Southern Nazarene.
That was an interesting call right there. I'm not sure why they switched quarterbacks and ran that play, but definitely an interesting call right there by the offensive coordinator.
Maybe a sign of things going forward in this game to see if Spade can give him some life in the passing game. Another big guy with probably a big arm to target Jonathan Martin. Miles roll back here with the punt.
And here's the punt, and it's a
great
little
kick.
tumbler. It's going to be fielded.
Height.
And he's going to be brought down.
Blake Giles.
Blake Giles on the tackle. He's going to be brought down at the Southern Arkansas 44-yard line.
Along with Jacob Rudder on that tackle. Great coverage there by the SMU Storm on the punts. Punt team's just been great today, not getting more than maybe 5 yards on their returns.
Both defenses are doing a good job today stopping these offenses on these plays, on their drives. So let's see if SMU's defense can continue to put pressure on this quarterback, make big stops, and get big plays and get their offense back the ball.
Absolutely, Antoine. They're working overtime today. They're doing a fantastic job not letting anything get behind them or enforcing turnovers.
It's been a very impressive display by both defenses today, as each one is taking control of their own respective parts, as neither offense can really get something going. Even whenever Southern Arkansas had a big gain, it turned into a turnover. So the tale of this third quarter, if not for this entire half, is just which defense is going to come out bigger, and if Southern Nazarene can get into the end zone at least one more time. As Southern Arkansas comes out of the huddle and ready to run their next possession.
Barrett Renner back in the shotgun with William McKnight in his backfield. Number 1, Jalen Dews split out wide left. Let's see if we can give him some action today.
Ritter's got to drop back, looking around.
Oh, he's got a lot of
he's got
field.
some room. He's just going to step out of bounds.
Hit out of bounds by none other than Connor Bent.
He's going to take that for a first down to the Southern Nazarene 44. 10-yard gain.
And this SMU defensive line has got to get more pressure on this quarterback. He had nothing but open space. They got to congest that and make him make some bad decisions.
First down and 10 for Renner as he drops back into another pass, looking around, finds Hudson again. This time Hudson's going to hang on to the ball, and it'll take down for a 7-yard gain to the 37-yard line.
Number 31, Brandon Jackson on the tackle there. Good coverage there, not letting Hudson get behind him.
Connor Bent has 5 tackles on the day so far, so between him and Larry Butler III, they have about 13, 14 combined tackles.
Absolutely the anchor on this defense.
Another pass for Renner, looking around. Going to go deep. And very...
Oh, they're going to have a pass interference call. Looks like on...
And it's...
Derek Carmouche.
I'm not quite sure if this is a pass interference. I'm not quite sure that I agree with it because it looked like the ball was clearly overthrown. And it looks like that is what the referees are going to call.
Carmouche held him up a little bit. The ball landed about 4 yards in front of him, so it definitely would have been catchable if he wasn't holding on to it.
So that will result in an automatic first down for Southern Arkansas as the ball is moved up 15 yards all the way to the Southern Nazarene 22-yard line.
And take a look at the replay here. He throws a deep pass. Let's see if we can see anything going on down there between the cornerback and the receiver. And it was hard to tell down there, but nonetheless, they got the call.
And there's another pass to Renner, number 39 for the Mule Riders.
Had a triple team tackle there by
Tevin
Butler
McDonald again. Tevin McDonald, we haven't heard from him since the first quarter. He's going to take it for another first down deep into the red zone. That'll be a first down and goal from the 9.
Benner with McKnight right behind him.
Renner looking again, just going to fade it up there.
Oh,
and it's almost intercepted by number 9 of the Crimson Storm.
Daniel Carmouche making plays all over the field.
Derek Carmouche again trying to make up for that defensive pass interference call earlier. This time knocking the ball away and actually almost coming up with a pick in the end zone.
2nd and goal for the Mule Riders.
Connor Bent looking to come on the blitz.
Renner in the pistol. He's going to
that's not
set up another option
there
play.
Goes Connor Bent. He is not letting him get by.
Knows exactly what's coming, and he's going to take him down real quick at the 5.
He came from the other side of the field, tracked this ball carrier down, and said, "You are not getting by me." 3rd down and goal for the Mule Riders.
Is there a play that Connor Bent or Larry Butler are not a part of?
That's a very good question, Antoine, and the answer, I think, is no, there's not.
It seems like every play that's being made, either Connor Bent or Larry Butler are making the tackle or are in on the tackle.
Don't forget Daniel Carmouche on that left side on the corner. He's playing out of his mind today. 3rd down and goal for the Mule Riders.
There's another fake pitch, bootleg.
Oh, he's got a lot of open space.
And he's going to get hit, but he is not going to be denied the end zone as Derek Renner is going to, Barrett Renner, is going to find the end zone for the Mule Riders and score, making it 19-6 in Southern Arkansas's favor.
And he completely faked out the end on that play. The end
absolutely
had him, but wasn't sure if Renner had the ball or not, and Renner just ran right by him.
Nice read by Renner as it makes it a
Bradford Grimm's in the kick. And it is good.
So, with 5:34 left in the 3rd quarter, Southern Arkansas takes a 20-6 lead over the Crimson Storm. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Southern Nazarene football at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Bethany. You're watching SNU football at SNUathletics.com. Right before the break, Southern Arkansas's Barrett Renner took it in for another Southern Arkansas touchdown to turn it into a 20-6 game. Effectively still a 2-score game. Southern Arkansas is going to tee it up once again and kick it back to the Crimson Storm with with Martin back to return.
Rapid Grimm's on the kick for the Mule Riders. Kick is up and it is away. It goes right towards Jonathan Martin on the left side.
Martin's going to try and find a seam this time around, and he is not going to be able to find it as he is tripped up at the 22-yard line. That's where Southern Nazarene's offense will once again set up shop. On the last drive by Southern Nazarene, Spady was brought in to run one play. We thought this would be a sign of maybe a possible quarterback change, but it appears not, as Morrow's going to waltz back out there with Olds in his backfield. 3 receivers right. Morrow in the pistol. He's going to drop back, looking around, trying to set up the screen pass to Olds, and Olds breaks away for a few yards. He's going to gain about 4 or 5, making it about a 2nd down and 6.
And if that tackler is not there behind him, he's got a lot of open space. Maybe talking 6 here.
Morrow rallying the troops.
Jay Morrow has 22 passing yards on 15 attempts. He's 5 for 15. So he definitely needs to start making more completions and getting these receivers involved.
Morrow's looking around, going to try and find
Christmas.
He's going to gain all the way to the 31-yard line, and he'll make it a 3rd down and 1, just short of the 1st down.
We got a Southern Arkansas player face down on the field here.
That is number 6, Quan Warren, the defensive back, 5'9", 180-pound senior from Linden, Kildare, Texas.
You can take a break if you want.
We'll step aside while the trainers are attending to him. We'll be right back. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Bethany. You're watching Southern Nazarene football at SNUathletics.com. Quan Warren was injured on that last play, but he was able to get up after a few moments and walk off the field on his own power, and it seems that he is trotting back to his sideline as SNU is going to set up their next play.
We go James Morrow in the pistol with Terrence Olds back to his right.
3rd down and 1 here. Jonathan Martin put down into the slot, and here's the pitch. And Olds looks like he's going to get the 1st down on a 2-yard toss play.
I believe you're right. Good play call there by the Crimson Storm.
4:24 left in the 3rd as SNU's trying their best to get an offensive spark going. Morrow in the pistol.
Bit of a jumbo formation there, looks like, on the left.
He's going to give her on a pass
Ian
right
Jones
to Ian
on the left
Jones.
side.
Ian Jones is going to get about 5 yards on that play.
Great grab by Ian Jones. That throw was a bit difficult, but Ian Jones was able to corral that and pick up a good 5 yards on the play.
That'll set up a 2nd down and 5 from the 38-yard line of SNU.
I think I noticed Ian Jones has great hands when catching the football.
SNU has nine first downs on the day, looking to make it 10 right here on this play. They're doing a good job at keeping their offense on the field and picking up first down, so let's see if they can continue to do that.
Hand off up the middle to Quincy Whitfield, gets about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. Bring up 3rd down and 2. See what the Crimson Storm look to do here on this short 3rd down, whether they try to pound up the middle with Olds or maybe do a little out route play.
I know one thing, they definitely need to test these defensive backs of Southern Arkansas.
These defensive backs have been on vacation all day.
They put everybody out in the box except for one.
Oh, a little miscommunication there between Morrow and Olds.
Looks like a broken play.
Stuffed up and just thrown back.
And that's a bad time to have a broken play. I mean, that would have been a huge pickup on first down. And there you can see Morrow and Olds talking. But there was definitely some miscommunication on the play.
They'll bring up 4th down and 3 for Southern Nazarene. And once again, they'll bring out the punting unit.
Miles roll here with the punt. Jonathan Weishide back to receive.
Here's the snap and the kick.
Great kick there.
Another beautiful kick.
Good catch by Weishide.
As he makes a few men miss. And there is a penalty flag that comes in as the tackle is being made. We'll check to see with our head referee to see what our penalty is.
I think they might be looking for a block in the back there by number 24. So he caught one of our SNU players on the, just on the outside and threw him out of bounds, it looked like.
It was a block in the back on Southern Arkansas, and we'll go ahead and say that was 24, Elgin Moore. That'll back them up about another 15 yards to have them set up shop.
Just over 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. See if the Crimson Storm defense can get a little momentum here, get a turnover possibly, and create some momentum for this new offense.
Southern Arkansas is going to start their new drive from their own 12-yard line with 2:04 left in the third. Renner lining up with Jenkins in a 4-receiver set, 3 to his right. Looking out on that screen pass, and he's got a man.
Sidney Moore on the right side.
And he is going to be pushed out of bounds by number 31 of the Crimson Storm, Brian Jackson.
Brian Jackson again on the tackle. He's been all over the place today.
You know, the scoreline is shocking to me because Southern Nazarene is actually controlling the time of possession. They've had the ball for about 20 minutes, and the Southern Arkansas team has only had it for about 18 minutes. So
tip pass at the line of scrimmage.
A very similar play to the one we just saw. This time it doesn't go for quite as much. Instead, it's going to go for about 3 yards, setting up a 2nd down and 7.
Renner loves that undercut screen to the Sidney Moore. It's been working pretty well for him, but the SNU defense was ready for it that time.
Renner's going to set up back, and he's going to look around, looking for someone, and Connor Bent was there, but he just over-pursued, which results in a catch for Southern Arkansas. That was number 39 on the play there, Tevin McDonald.
I see why this Southern Arkansas has the #1 passing offense in the GAC. This offensive line is giving Renner loads of time to pass the ball and look for open receiver.
Again, these cornerbacks are giving Southern Arkansas plenty of space on the outside, giving them about 6-7 yards of space to just respect that passing game.
Another pass for Renner. He's going to be looking. This time he's going to look across the field, and that one is broken up.
Great defensive effort
by
right there.
Brian Jackson this time again. Brian Jackson once again on that play trying to break it up. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
But Renner is he's picking his spots and threading the needle.
I'm going to add to what you were saying, Antoine, about their #1 pass offense. It's not that they're going for the long ball every single play. It's that they complete their passes.
You go Renner.
Another screen pass.
That's Jenkins. He's got a lot of space and some speed.
Jenkins, if Jenkins is left alone with that much room, Jenkins is going to pick up 1st down every single time, which he does right there, having a big gain. He'll set up 1st down and 10 from the Southern Nazarene 36-yard line.
Renner is 17 for 29 with 203 passing yards on the day, and we're just at the end of the third quarter. So Renner may be going for 300 tonight if he can continue it up, keep it up with this.
Renner again delivering a strike straight to the 30-yard line.
Great pass there to Weishide, Jonathan Weishide.
To Weishide. They'll set up 2nd down and 4.
Let's see if this.
As the clock ticks down to 10 seconds, and you know what, gentlemen, that just might be the third quarter.
I think you're right, John. Renner looking over there at his coaches, seeing what they want to do.
It looks like they're going to try and set up one more play, and will get it off. Looking around, trying to find something to go. Renner's going to be looking, finding a man.
Oh,
he's got
pass.
He's got a man.
He's still going.
And there was a big hit delivered by number 22, Isaiah Young.
And that pass to the tight end, Davin Reese, 6'3" junior out of Tatum, Texas. Great play.
So with that play, that will bring the third quarter to the end. We've played 3, and we've got one more to go. At the end of the third quarter, Southern Arkansas 20, Southern Nazarene 6. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene football here on SNUathletics.com. We're ready to start the fourth quarter. 15 minutes left in this game as Southern Arkansas holds a 20-6 lead over the Crimson Storm. Renner for Southern Arkansas is going to set up shop at the 18-yard line. Looking around for another pass, and this time he's going to drop the ball, and the ball's out. And it is recovered by the Crimson Storm.
All right, that's exactly what we're looking for, gentlemen. This defense is playing out of their minds. Connor Bent is fired up over there.
And guess what? Guess who caused that fumble? Connor Bent.
Connor Bent. What a name.
And guess who was down there trying to recover the ball?
Who?
Larry Butler.
Sorry, who? Did you say Larry Butler?
And here
the name will be called all day? Good grief, that man is all over the place.
Here you can see on the replay, Renner is in the pistol formation. He drops back, has no one to pass it to, so he scrambles, and Connor Bent comes in and strips the ball, and they lose it. And Larry Butler and one of his other teammates are on the bottom of the pile recovering it.
So with 14:51 left in the game, here comes that SNU offense trying to get some points on the board.
You know, this defense has really stepped up and played big today. I believe that's the second or third turnover they've caused on the day. So
Morrow back to pass.
Christmas is going to get a good chunk right there, a 6-yard gain.
Christmas took a shot right there, but he got up. Jonathan Martin still has not caught a pass today, so let's see if they can get him some passes on this drive.
Morrow back in the shotgun with Old to his right.
Morrow sets up back in the shotgun. Two to his left. And he's going to look for a long ball.
Oh,
and Ellen Coleman Jr. is going to pull it down.
What a catch and what a throw by Morrow.
All the way down to Southern Arkansas territory. That's going to be marked at the Southern Arkansas 37-yard line. That's going to provide a big spark for this offense.
If there's a time to score, the time is now. They got the momentum. They got the crowd on their side. Let's see what Morrow's got in his sleeve.
And see, now Southern Nazarene is taking advantage of this one-on-one coverage that's down there, and it's going to open up these running lanes for Terrence Olds.
Good gain on the play, about 3 or 4 yards by Terrence Olds.
They needed that.
They try to run a little bit of hurry up there, and they will do the same. They're going to try and hurry up, get on the line, and call the next play. And there is a penalty flag on the field. For what we will check with our head referee and make sure. We have a couple fans getting really into it. And we have a unsportsmanlike conduct on SNU.
That does not sit well with the SNU fan base. But here we go. Morrow in the shotgun with Olds to his left. Christmas split out wide left.
Morrow's going to drop back, setting up the screen, and that one's going to be bopped away. And
it's nearly picked off by Southern Arkansas Mule Riders.
That one's going to set up 3rd down and 11. This is a big play for both teams.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. This could very well be the ball game if SNU can't provide some points on this possession.
Morrow in the shotgun with Olds to his right.
Do you guys think it's early for 2-down territory right here?
Considering where they are on the field, I would consider this no man's land. In no man's land, you're too far away to kick a field goal, but you're too close to punt. So as it stands right now, I would go for it in this
Here we go. You got to get that play off. There we go. There goes Morrow scrambling.
Jonathan Martin with his first catch of the day is going to pull it down.
What a time to make your first catch. He has his 1 foot inbound to the 23-yard line. 1st down, SNU.
That will move the chains for the Crimson Storm.
Way to keep the play alive there by James Morrow, waiting sack.
That's going to spot the ball at the 23-yard line.
We go stoppage and play by our head official.
A little bit of an interruption in the play.
There we go. Just making sure everything's going right.
On the up and up.
Morrow in the shotgun. Whitfield to his right.
Straight up the middle to Olds, to Whitfield. Quincy Whitfield is going to take it for a few yards. He's going to take it to the 20-yard line. A gain of 3 or 4. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Looks like Southern Nazarene is picking up the pace. They're going no huddle.
Straight up the middle to Whitfield again. He's going to gain a few more yards. About 2 more. So that'll make it 3rd down and 5 or 4.
2 questionable calls there. You have 2 big pass plays on this drive, and then you run back-to-back running plays. You know, Morrow is starting to find the rhythm. Let him keep throwing the ball out there.
Here we go. Martin in the slot and Christmas out wide left.
Here Morrow is going to set up again.
And
Christmas is just
right out of his
drop
hands.
it. That'll set up 4th down and 5. And a questionable formation coming out for the Crimson Storm as the field goal unit is going to come out right now and set up for this is going to set up for a 35-yarder.
And that definitely doesn't help.
I'm sorry, 35-yarder.
Those receivers have to make catches when they can to help out their quarterback.
I'll be out on the kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, and it is good.
Looks like we have a penalty on the play.
And
looks like it was a holding call.
Well, they just pointed towards Southern Arkansas, so we'll see what the call here is.
Our head official is going to go ahead and say that there's a holding
on
Southern Nazarene. Still 4th down. So that's going to negate the field goal.
And these SNU fans are not happy about that.
And here comes the offense again.
So now you go for it. You go for it now on 4th and 14, but you don't go for it on 4th and 5.
Gutsy call here by Coach Craig Hubbard with James Morrow and Quincy Whitfield back here.
Very questionable play calling this. Very questionable play calling from this SNU coaching staff.
You go for the field goal on 4th and 5.
Here we go, guys.
If you bring your offense
Morrow
back out on 4th and 15. Very questionable play calling out here tonight.
It's something. It's something. Morrow rolling out to his right, looking back left.
He's got Christmas.
Oh!
It's going to be intercepted.
At the 1-yard line.
That's not bad. That's not as bad as you might think, ladies and gentlemen, as much as that was an interception, because he's going to the Southern Arkansas man who brought it down is going to be down at the 1 yard line. That may spell out a different story. There's a lot of questions and concerns rising from Southern Nazarene's bleachers and even maybe amongst their own players on the play calling here tonight. But nevertheless, Arkansas is going to set up on
this defense
first down and 1.
This defense is performing out of their mindset. Let's see if they can get a safety.
And there's the swing out to number 8 of Southern Arkansas.
Good tackle there by Daniel Carmouche and Blake Giles on Sidney Moore.
These DBs need to play
Sidney
a bit
Moore
tighter.
On the play.
They need to play a bit tighter. They're giving too much cushion, and Southern Arkansas is just sitting there in space.
Here's a rollout pass by and a great
throw.
Great throw.
Tight window.
That was that connection that I talked about during the pregame. Renner to Weisheit for a big gain, and it's going to set up a first down and 10 at the Southern Arkansas 37-yard line.
Good call on that, John. They've been going to each other all this second half.
Just a quick.
Oh, there goes Michael Nunnery tiptoeing on the sidelines.
Michael Nunnery did tiptoe, and he's going to gain close to a 14-yard run. He's going to take it into Southern Nazarene territory at the 49-yard line. At this moment, we'd like to bring you up to date on some scores around the GAC. Oklahoma Baptist beat Arkansas Monticello today 56-28. And Henderson State is up 17-0 on Arkansas Tech in the moment.
There goes Michael Nunnery. He may score.
He will score, as that is going to be a near fatal strike for Southern Arkansas, as they will go up 26-6.
Man, this defense has just been playing out of their minds. They just maybe gassed on that last possession. They've been on the field a lot today.
They did gas on that last possession, and you can't fault them. They've been on the field a lot. They've played out of their minds the first 3.5 quarters, but it's not much that they can really do. You can only do so much.
Graphic Grims on the kick.
And this one is good. So we're going to take a quick break. Welcome back to SNU football field here in Bethany, Oklahoma. This is Southern Nazarene football on SNUathletics.com. Southern Arkansas is up 27-6 on the Crimson Storm late in the game. 10:57, just under 11 minutes left in the game as the kick is off. And to Jonathan Martin, who's going to take it straight out of the end zone. And he's going to try and find a crease, and he's going to be upended out of bounds at the 18-yard line as the SNU offense comes back out.
Hoping to look for a fresh start here for the Crimson Storm. Look to build the momentum and get back into this game late in the quarter. Early in the quarter, excuse me. James Morrow on the field with Terrence Olds right behind him.
And it looks like we may be having a little bit more weather action going on for you right now here in Bethany, as a little bit of
Swing
rain
pass out to Terrence Olds. He's got a big hole up there on the left side.
after that run from Terrence Olds, which will make it a 2nd down and 3. Looks like we may have a little bit more rain coming our way here in Bethany as it approaches later in the day. James Morrow's going to go back into the pistol. He's going to try and set up the screen back to Olds, who is going to pick up the first down.
I think all referees saw that play.
Along with the face mask penalty that is on its way. So you can add a first down as well as another 15 yards to that one.
So that penalty move SNU Crimson Storm up to the 44-yard line. Over to build off some momentum off that penalty play. James Morrow in the shotgun. Terrence Olds to his right. McKean Christmas split wide left.
Terrence Olds going to take it on another big run, about for five yards for another one. Terrence Olds by himself is having a pretty good game, managing at least 4 yards every carry. If he gets it 4 times, or he gets it 3 times, that's a first down every single time.
Daniel Ramos the third out to the left of Morrow.
Morrow's going to try and look for another big one. And looks like there's going to be a pass interference penalty against either Christmas or number 28 for the Mule Riders, Darren Crawford.
Crawford trying to plead his case to the side official.
Terrence Olds has...
And it will be on Southern Arkansas.
99
Crawford.
rushing yards on 18 attempts.
Another penalty moving for a first down for the Crimson Storm. Ramos in at the backfield next to Morrow on his left.
Morrow's trying to
setting
set
up the screen. Oh, great catch there by Ramos. Oh, busting some ankles out there.
And what a big play.
Great play by Daniel Ramos. Great play.
Daniel Ramos on a big screenplay. And Daniel Ramos had an amazing catch just to begin with, and then
he's getting some pats on the head from his teammates. That was a great play by him.
Broke a few ankles and brought it all the way out to the 14-yard line. This time Morrow's looking out. He's just going to throw it straight into the dirt to make it 2nd down and 10.
See if they try to open up the pass game. Jacob Spady here in the ball game. The crowd favorite, it looks like, for James Morrow.
Maybe James Spady will get his... Jacob Spady, excuse me. Spady will get his first pass attempt.
We got Jonathan Martin single coverage wide left.
No, he's
going to keep it to Old.
And James Spady's
got a
all by
lane.
Himself. And he's going
he
to be
gets stopped
down.
at about the 2-yard line. Great run there by Jacob Spady.
Jacob Spady's going to be brought down inside the 2. And James Morrow's going to come right back out.
And it looks like this rain is driving a lot of the fans away. I see cars leaving and umbrellas coming out. Let's see if Southern Nazarene can punch this in and make it somewhat of a game.
They got Terrence Olds in the backfield. I would hope so.
Terrence Olds right at the
He will run up, and he will score. Touchdown, Storm. There is life in this Crimson Storm offense, guys. We may have a comeback here in this 4th quarter.
So Southern Nazarene is going to put their first touchdown on the board and make it 12-27. And here comes the field goal unit.
Aguiano with the kick. Great drive there by the Crimson Storm, guys.
Terrence Olds with the 2-yard rushing touchdown.
Here's the kick. It is up, and it is good. So we're going to take a quick break with 8:55 left in the ball game. Southern Arkansas's lead has been cut to 14. 27-13 is the score now. We'll be right back. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Bethany, Oklahoma for the side of our GAC game. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. The Crimson Storm cut the Southern Arkansas lead to 14 following a two-run score by Olds. It'll be a kickoff to Southern Arkansas now with 8:55 left in the game.
Great kick by Aguiano up to Sidney Moore.
Sidney Moore will bring it back out, and he's trying to find a crease, and he may find it. Another big run. Another big
this
return.
might be.
He is finally dragged out of bounds by number 85 of the Crimson Storm, Jacoby Hicks.
Great return there by Sidney Moore out to the 50. Or it looks like they're spotting him at the 49 of SNU.
Jacoby Hicks was the man who saved the touchdown, and he's going to trot back over to the sideline as the defense, who's just been on the field constantly the past few weeks for SNU, trots back out to try and get another stop, trying to bring some life into this SNU football team.
Bear Burner in the pistol with McKnight right behind him.
Here's the snap. Renner's going to give it right back to
and looks like McKnight will score on the first play of their drive, silencing any kind of momentum that the Storm may have had.
That is going to kill a lot of SNU's momentum and may just put this game on ice. That makes it a 33-13 Southern Arkansas Mule Rider lead with 8:44 left in the game.
William McKnight with a 51-yard rushing touchdown, and he just took that one right up the gut.
He turned on the Jets on that play, just burned the SNU defenders. Great play.
He got to the second level, and no one could catch him. He had nothing but green in front.
And here's the snap and the kick and the hold. It's good. 34-13 is the score now, and we'll step aside for another break. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. See the next kickoff. Let's see, and Jonathan Martin is going to field it into the end zone and just take a knee, which will bring the ball out to the 25-yard line, and that's where SNU will set up their next offensive series. A lot of hope was brought forth from that touchdown by Olds, that 2-yard touchdown run that he had to cut the lead to 14. And immediately it was silenced by a touchdown by Southern Arkansas, 51-yard run. So now the SNU's offense is going to trot back onto the field. Morrow is going to set up in the pistol. He's going to drop back for a pass, looking around, and he is not going to get anywhere as he is taken down for a sack. Looks like that was number 43 for the Mule Riders. Kendricks McCann on that sack to make it a second down and 16-17 for the Crimson Storm as another pass by Morrow comes up and another screen, and that's going to be incomplete. Got to be careful with those screens as those may end up being fumbles sometimes.
all the screens I've seen today the passes have been thrown high. So I wonder if that could be the fact that Morrow is 6'7", or just the fact that he has to get it over these big linemen that are blocking for him.
Another incomplete pass from Morrow as it sets up a 4th down and 16. 3 straight plays, 3 straight incompletions. So 8:07 left in the 4th quarter. Looks like the punt team is going to trot back out for the Crimson Storm. Try it out just as quickly as the offense tried back out for another offensive series. Here's the snap and the kick.
Oh, good kick there great kick there by Miles Roll.
It's going to take a high snap and then take an SNU bounce all the way to the Southern Arkansas 46. So Southern Arkansas's offense is going to come right back out with 7:54 left in the game. A 34-13 lead, a 21-point lead over the Crimson Storm.
So just a quick score update from around the GAC. Arkansas Tech is still down. They're still down 17-0 to Henderson State with about 6 minutes left to go in that game. Southwestern Oklahoma is losing 8-0 to Southeastern Oklahoma with just under a minute left in that game. And those are the only 2 games in progress. So
Good stop there by Blake Giles, not letting McKnight break through again.
So it looks like with that Henderson State-Arkansas Tech game, looks like Henderson State will tie Arkansas Tech for the lead, and if worse comes to worse, if they maintain a 1-loss season, then that will come to a tiebreaker in favor of Henderson State, and looks like my upset pick is going to come true today. As Henderson State leads Arkansas Tech 17-0. Renner on a pitch. And a flag is going to fly in as number 22 for the Mule Riders.
I think Connor Bent was held on that play.
William McKnight is going to run all the way close to the first down marker, but it may be coming back because of a penalty marker. As it will. Holding penalty on Southern Arkansas. So that will move back the ball 10 yards. The ball will now be spotted at the Southern Arkansas 36-yard line. Set for a 2nd down and 20. Snap to Renner is going to drop back for a pass, looking around, and Hudson is going to catch it in stride, and he's still going. He's still going. He's dragging. He's dragging 4 people with him. And there's a penalty going to fly in late as Hudson takes it down to the 21-yard line of the Crimson Storm. Hudson is just refusing to go down on every catch that he has. There's going to be a penalty flying in here a little bit late. Let's check in with our head referee, our white hat. Personal foul, face mask on the Crimson Storm. That'll move it up even more. So a long pass play is going to tack on another 15 yards with 6:45 left in the game as Southern Arkansas is once again knocking on the door. Renner is going to give it straight up to McKnight again as McKnight is going to bounce off and try and find the end zone, and he will. Another touchdown for Southern Arkansas.
A good tough running there by McKnight on that play, just not giving up.
McKnight comes in later in the game trying to get his own share of reps, and not only is he going to get a good share of reps, he's going to get a touchdown out of it today as he gets into the end zone and make it a 40-13 Southern Arkansas lead.
This Southern Nazarene defense is gassed, and it shows. You know, these last 2 drives, they've been on the field for quite some time, and they're getting gashed by McKnight.
Another field goal is up, and it is good. So we will take another break here. With 6:28 left in the ball game, Southern Arkansas just opened up on the Crimson Storm, Southern Nazarene, as the score is now 41-13. We'll be right back. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene University. For our SNU football game, you're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com as Southern Arkansas just took a 41-13 lead with 6:28 left. Southern Arkansas is going to line up for another kick. Going to kick it straight to Jonathan Martin into the end zone, and Martin's just going to let it go, so he'll bring it back out to the 25-yard line as Southern Nazarene's offense is going to come back onto the field.
I'm going to look for Terrence Olds to get some more touches here and maybe bounce it outside and try to take back some momentum and punish some of these defensive players.
Southern Arkansas has 27 first downs compared to Southern Nazarene 16. Not only that, but 354 yards through the air for Southern Arkansas and 213 on the ground. So that's around 500-600 total offensive yards that Southern Nazarene has given up today. Mainly coming in the second half. You know, this defense has been on the field this entire second half.
Quincy Whitfield is going to take it for a 2-yard gain for the Crimson Storm as Morris sets back up, and there's going to be a penalty, a false start, a legal procedure. I'll move Southern Nazarene back, and it'll make it a second down and 13. Southern Nazarene breaking out of the huddle. Morrow in the pistol alongside his running back on his left, three right. Set back up.
Oh!
A big, blatant even pass interference call. Number 32 for the Mule Riders, Dominic Kelly.
I'm not sure what the purpose of that was. He wasn't trying to hide it. He just pushed him and said, yeah, that's what happened.
I wasn't even trying to hide the pass interference call.
But good news for the Crimson Storm. Fresh set of downs and a first down here for the Storm. Give James Morris some options with his players out there.
Morrow setting back up in the pistol, 3 wide. Setting up a screen pass to Jonathan Martin.
Great play to Jonathan Martin.
Is cleared. It was given a little bit of room. Pushed out of bounds at the 47-yard line of SNU. That will set up a first down and 10 for the Crimson Storm. Morrow back into the pistol. 3 receivers left. Setting back up and a rollout pass, looking around. Ian Jones is going to slip. He had a first down gift wrapped for him, but instead he's going to come up with a 6-yard gain. Or I'm sorry, a 7-yard gain to make it second down and 3.
I think a bit of the rain had something to do with his footing on that play.
Morrow back into the pistol. looking around, trying to set up a screen again, this time to Whitfield. And he is going to pick up the first down instead of Jones as he takes it out to the Southern Arkansas 47-yard line.
Good vision right there by Whitfield to see that cutback lane open up and cut back and get extra yards. Cut back right in behind his blockers.
Once again, back in the pistol for Morrow. He's got Ramos on his left, or switches over to his right. Two receivers left, two receivers left. Looking around.
Oh.
And he's going to be sacked and a fumble, and it's going to be a fumble return for a touchdown. Number 43 for Southern Arkansas. Kendricks McCann is going to come up with us with the recovery for a touchdown.
Morrow took a big shot right there.
Morrow took a blindside hit, which dislodged the ball, and McCann was there on the scene to pop it into his hands, and no one was around to stop him, so he just strolled into the end zone to make it a 47-13 game. Definitely a heart wrencher for Southern Nazarene, who is just starting to gain a little bit of momentum back, and now they're looking back to stop another field goal, which is going to go straight through the uprights to make it 48-13.
And it's just been that type of night for SNU. You know, they had a really good first half. The second half, it was totally opposite.
Well, that as bad as that was, we are going to have to take a short break. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Southern Nazarene University. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. After a defensive touchdown by Southern Arkansas, SNU is going to receive the ball again with 4:18 left in the game. Here's the kick, and it's just going to go back into the end zone for a touchback. Bring it back out to the 25-yard line as the SNU offense is going to try and make amends after that critical mistake, which caused another touchdown.
Let's see if this SNU offense can maybe open up the passing game for James Moore. Look for Jonathan Martin. Lakeem Christmas bringing up some big catches in these past couple drives, or get Quincy Whitfield a little more touches here. As it looks as if Terrence Olds was icing his shoulder out on the field. Looks like he's done for the day.
Morrow's looking around. He's going to get
pass
right to Christmas, and he's going to pick up a first down.
Those plays they got to look for. Those quick passes are essential for Morrow to keep his confidence up and keep him rolling.
Where were these quick passes early in the first half when there were no completions? Something you have to definitely think about for the future. If you can get Morrow going with these quick hitters to some of these receivers, it'll definitely open up the space for Olds and Whitfield.
Morrow's going to give it right back to Whitfield, and he bounces.
Ooh.
He bounces out trying to find another lane, but as soon as he tried to cut back, someone was already at his leg. He's going to be brought down after a gain of 1. Second down and 9 approaching for the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm.
James Morrow in the pistol here with Whitfield right behind him. Reverse out to the Christmas, and he just gets stuffed up.
Christmas did not come for him this year. The pitch out is going to – Christmas is going to get taken down for a 4-yard gain, or a 4-yard loss. Third down and Third down 12 approaching for the Crimson Storm.
Yeah, they got trips out to the right, maybe looking for Christmas again on this play here.
Run out to
Oh.
Whitfield, and he's got a lot of room to run, and he's going to pick up a big first down all the way to the 40-yard line of Southern Arkansas.
Man, I'm glad they did not listen to me. That was a wide open pass play there to Whitfield, getting a big gain.
Whitfield is still out there running hard.
We're approaching 2.5 minutes left in regulation today. Morrow back into the pistol. Whitfield right behind him on the
great pass to Jonathan Martin with the stiff arm.
Jonathan Martin is going to pick up negative yardage on that one, losing 1. Just as we approach 2 minutes left in the ball game, we'd like to remind you guys at home that we are going to go right into our post-game show right after the final buzzer is sounded.
Yep.
We'll talk a little bit about the game.
Oh, he's got a great lane right there. Great catch.
We'll talk a little bit about the game and what SNU is going to do in the future, their next game, and from there we will sign off after number 43 for the Crimson Storm.
Chris Hudson with a great catch there from his buddy James Morrow.
He bobbled it a bit there, but he was able to corral it and bring it in as he was falling to the ground.
Chris Hudson on the catch. He's going to take it down to the 21-yard line. 1.5 minutes left in the ball game. As Morrow's going to try and keep it.
He's got a good lane.
Evades the tackler and dives for extra yardage. He's going to get to the 18-yard line, which will make it 2nd down and 4.
Jacob Spady in the ball game here. Look at he put some more points on the board before the game's over.
Jacob Spady is going to come in the final 60 seconds.
You wonder if that was the last play for Morrow. You know, if I was the coaching staff, I'd take him out. He looks like he's taking a beating today, so I'd just go ahead and give him a rest for the rest of the game.
Oh, great hole for Whitfield.
Whitfield is not going to let this game go easy. Whitfield is going to put one more touchdown on the board for the Crimson Storm, making it 19-48.
Great play call there by Coach Hubbard.
42 seconds left in the game as Whitfield rolls in for a touchdown to make it. If the point after is complete, it will be the first time that SNU has hit the 20-point mark this year.
You know, that's definitely good to see from Whitfield. He hasn't put his head down all game. He's kept running hard. He's kept fighting for extra yardage, and he's been rewarded with that touchdown run right there. So that's definitely good for him and good to see. Definitely a confidence booster for him.
After the point after, the score is 48-20 in favor of Southern Arkansas. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Bethany, Oklahoma. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. After a long-awaited touchdown by Whitfield, SNU is going to line up for an onside kick, being down by 28 points. Try to salvage a couple more points in this game. Here's the onside, bounces up, and he's going to go ahead and looks like Wise Height is going to go ahead and pick up the onside kick and return it all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And there is a flag on the play.
I think that was a flag. The ball did not travel to the necessary 10 yards needed. So I think that this will go ahead and be declined with 35 seconds left to go in this ball game. Scores. We're trying to get some final scores for you for today. My upset pick came true, ladies and gentlemen. Henderson State gives Arkansas Tech their first loss of the year, winning 17-7.
Wow.
Southeastern Oklahoma State beat Southwestern Oklahoma State in a very low-scoring affair, 8-0. And those are the only two games going on at this current moment. We will have another game later tonight, I believe. We will have Northwestern Oklahoma State and East Central tonight, as there's going to be another run of the play, and that just adds insult to injury, as Southern Arkansas is just going to add another touchdown to the board and make it a 54-20 game with 30 seconds left.
Just adding salt to the wound to the Crimson Storm, making them pay for the openings there. They're going to take it.
Talk about running the score up. That's exactly what just happened.
Maybe the Storm can get back at it and block this kick and run it back.
So Southern Arkansas will set back up for the point after.
Bradford Graham's on the kick.
And it is good. So with 30 seconds left in the ball game, Southern Arkansas takes a 35-point lead, 55-20 with 30 seconds left. We'll take a quick short break. You're watching SNU football on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to Bethany, Oklahoma. Southern Arkansas just added another touchdown to the board, making it a 35-20 game, or 55-20 game, 35-point lead for the Mule Riders, as they will set up for another kickoff. Here's the kick, and they're just going to let it bounce into the end zone.
I look for SNU to bring up some points on this drive. Maybe take some shots deep with Jonathan Martin or Lakeem Christmas. They've been making some great catches here in this last quarter and a half, so maybe get them going here.
The ball will be placed at the 25-yard line as the SNU offense gets ready to set up very possibly their last drive of the day.
Quincy Whitfield in the backfield with Jacob Spady under center.
And Spade's just going to hand it off, and it was almost bobbled up and fumbled, but
great run there by Whitfield to keep on pushing.
Whitfield is going to just take it, and you know what? That just might be the ball game, as they're just going to let the clock run. It's at 15 seconds, and they're just going to let it go. That is going to be your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Southern Arkansas takes it to SNU today with a score of 55-20. And with the final buzzer sounding, we're going to go right into our post-game show. We'll wrap up this game, and we will discuss SNU's upcoming future. For the most part, on paper, it looks like in many ways the Crimson Storm were right up with Southern Arkansas. Whenever it came to offense, there was only one area where the Bull Riders had the distinct advantage, and that was in passing yards, with 354 as compared to 207. Otherwise, guys, I think it was just a matter of how long the defense could stay on the field. What do you guys think?
I agree with you there, John. This defense came out and really played some inspired football, and they caused havoc. They caused turnovers, and they gave SNU's offense great chances and put them in great positions to score and get points on the board. But unfortunately, the offense just couldn't take care of that. On third down, SNU has to be better. They were 5 for 17 on the day compared to 6 for 12 for Southern Arkansas. So they definitely have to do better at converting on third downs and capitalizing on these turnovers and these chances that this defense is giving them.
Mr. McKenzie?
I think you're right, Antoine. It's been a great battle by this defense all year. They have so much heart, so much perseverance through whatever comes their way. Connor Bent and Larry Butler just lead the way and anchor that defense. But it just turns out to be not enough. They got to get some pushes up front and from the defensive line. And Terrence Olds today, he had a great day today. SNU combined had over 200 yards rushing. They really were able to pound the ball today. They just got to keep up some momentum whenever they get turnovers and they get the ball back.
Total yards compared was Southern Arkansas had 571 plays today, which is just above their normal game average, and SNU ended up with 413 yards, which is much better than what they've previously been getting. So let's talk about their upcoming schedule. This will be their final home game for 2 weeks, because next week they go to Monticello, Arkansas, and right after that they go to Weatherford, Oklahoma to play Arkansas, Monticello, and Southwestern Oklahoma State. Two winnable games, but what do you guys think about their upcoming schedule?
Definitely 2 winnable games that are coming up, but they're definitely going to be tough. I think that they just need to continue to work on this offensive possession, work on their offensive game, and, continue to try and put points up on this board. It seems like this defense is gelling. The last 2 games that we've watched, they've had really great performances. I mean, the point total doesn't show that, but the defense has really put up a great effort. They've been playing inspired football, so I definitely think that if the offense can come together over these next 2 games, then they'll definitely be in the game and can definitely win those.
Oh, definitely, Antoine. It's definitely coming together for that defense. They're always playing together and playing hard, but this offense has got to get it together. They're getting some momentum. Their rushing offense is really turning and is really coming together. I think James Morrow's got to get some more options on his passing game. Look for Jonathan Martin. And Lakeem Christmas showed some promise today. Had a couple drops, but that happens every now and then. So I think that this game is a good example of them coming together and not giving up no matter what happens. So they just got to come together on that offensive side and find the plays that will help them click a little more.
SNU's next home game will be Northwestern Oklahoma State here on Saturday, October the 24th at 4 p.m. And that is the next time that we will be here to give you an SNU football game. Any final thoughts before we sign off, gentlemen?
Defense played well, played with heart. SNU just has to capitalize on turnovers, and other than that, they just have to forget this game and get better next week.
Exactly, Antoine. They got to put it in the back of their head to move on for when they take on Arkansas Monticello on the road next week, because they won't be here. They won't have their fans. They'll have each other and their coaches to back them up. So I think they capitalize on their turnovers on offense and keep going with their special teams. The punting team and their kicking team is going really strongly today.
All right, that will do it for us from Bethany, Oklahoma. I'm John Hale signing off with Antoine Williams and Connor McKenzie. We'll see you next time. Roll Storm.